What's up?
Oh, what's up?
What's up, man?
Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, hey, oh, what's up?
Oh, what's up? God damn, we are busy tonight, dude. We only chatted for a couple minutes before we started up here, but good lord, we are going to be busy.
It'll be a busy one, and I'm hoping. I was actually going to bug you about this. I don't know how you want to do this. We have this little debate every single time. If we pull up the tabs, we will get lost and spend too much time.
Yes.
I've saved everything in the save collection, but sometimes when we do it that way, I do feel like somehow we miss something.
So here's the thing that I was thinking about this the other day, and how do we prevent that from happening? So I definitely say that we use what you saved in the thing because you put a lot of work into that, and it looks fucking beautiful, by the way. Yes, thank you very much. This dude put uh, a
20
lot of
minutes
work into
tops.
that, and it was right away, dude. There were two shows back to back, Saturday, Sunday, and shit, dude. You had those things knocked out fucking like super quick. Um, but I think that the key is when we're doing the save tabs, it's scrolling rather than clicking. You know what I mean? So it's like click over to the next picture, click over to the next picture of that same post. You know what I mean? If they have multiple pictures, and then scroll up to the top. And because when we scroll, then that goes to the next one in line. When we start clicking, I think that's when we get in trouble. When we try to go back to that main screen and like click into a picture, I think when we scroll, it may work better. I don't know. I could be just tripping. You know what I mean? But you did a great job of saving them all, dude. They look super good.
Oh, fuck off.
I
That
think you
thing's
got
so
them all. You even got there was Midnight Monsters New York that came in today, and had a great explanation on why he didn't post on the day of, and we got that one in there. There you
And
go.
we'll get to that when we get to that post. But I thought that was very brave of them and respectful of them um, to acknowledge, but at the same time post. And anyways, hey, we haven't said hi to any of the homies here, so I'm gonna say hi to a couple, but then I'm gonna pass it on over to you there. Ocular Rhombus, what is going on? Hobo Toys, I did see your DM this morning there, homie. I will get back to you. Super Terrible Toys, I appreciate you tossing an extra little toot or two into my coffee. And Zymeco, what is going on? Fucked Toys. That Democratic spine piece was absolutely jokes on your page here today, man. Acid 9 Toys, I know you're coming up in the next little bit. David Dunn, what is going on? And the old Jizz Jazz Wizard, what is up? And then I'm going to pass it over to you, man. Let you have half.
Fiend. That is, we will be looking at that show. We didn't even talk about what show we're going to do first tonight. I guess it'll be a surprise to everybody. Super Terrible Toys. What's up, Jazz Wizzy? Headcase Toys. Recycle Galaxy. Oh man, I just got some absolute heat from that account. Attempts. What's up, Bootleg Toyco? Rude Panda. Neckwrath. What up? Brilliant Demon. Micah in the house. The real synth punk. What's happening? O'Keefe, my man. What is happening? Bliss, Receptor, Jimmy, Folklore, The Street Continues, FKD, what's up? Ashley Alvarado, what's up? Man, yeah, dude, it's going to be a busy one. Ocular Caviar, what's up? Um, it's going to be busy, dude. Holy smokes. Covering two shows in one night. Number one, let's back up. Just back it up. Beep, beep, beep. Happy 150th, dude. That is kind of cool. 150, I mean, I don't know. It's a nice round number. Why not? To 150 more.
Absolutely, man.
There you go.
Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah.
You little, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be cooler when you have your box and you have one of these and we can sign off by like
Oh, you're so silly. You're
share.
so silly. Oh my goodness, man.
Dre, what up? So yeah, dude. So we'll start there. Okay, now that's out of the way. Now we're on to the next stuff. Big show tonight, dude. Lots of stuff going on. We were talking before the show about what we got for next week, and Feral Foundry is next week. So got lots of things happening, man. But these two shows are going to be killer, dude. You obviously saw the post by saving them. But man, holy smokes, dude. What a weekend, right?
What a weekend. And man, what I loved about this show in general was just the vast diversity amongst the pieces. And I think both of them, obviously, because when we go to look at the galactic graffiti funk robotica one, I've got that absolutely fucked up. but so many different styles of artists in that one, including people who did like little designs and actual art, like hand drawn art and paintings, and then of course a bunch of kit bashes and fucking casts. But then it was even actually sick that ENOS one, man, seeing how many people just manipulated the hell out of that original vinyl sculpt. And it really, really showcased like just how much you can actually do to some of these pieces to get a custom, man.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Super Temple Toys. Yes, I have sent that box. As a matter of fact, he just has not received it yet. So yes, dude. And you know what? I think so. We got two different things going on tonight, right? So we got the ENOS show where it's obviously like showcasing that show. I was talking to Eddie earlier, and we were talking about how ETC's been doing those shows where he's kind of showcasing one of his figures and redoing it over and over. And a couple of things came to mind right away, dude. Like, what a way to keep a show or a piece fresh. You know what I mean? Like, you can do so many different things, and then just by putting that same piece under a different format, it seems like we get different stuff all the time, and it really keeps those pieces going, man. Now we're starting to see those in different scales, which are really cool, dude. I just ordered some of those 5.5 ENOSs the other day. I cannot wait to get those. They look freaking awesome. Anyways, that being said, dude, we didn't talk at all like what order we're gonna go in tonight.
I figured go in the order that they did the shows, Saturday and then Sunday.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say I thought you wanted to maybe get real wacky and go like show one piece from one show and then go, jump over to the other show.
I mean, we could if you wanted to.
I'll not be doing that.
Then we would absolutely miss somebody's piece for frickin' sure.
For sure. People would honestly just say, what the fuck is wrong with these guys?
Oh my goodness.
So yeah,
you mentioned and Mothman Republic, what's going on, man? Yeah, happy 150 y'all. I'm glad they actually included the y'all. It lines up. I was just about to add in, man. What I love about this is I was going through even today on our YouTube looking at the amount of videos to try and grab something for Pocket Salsa, but a lot of the homies in the chat have been like day oneers as well. And I would even actually say hats off to Goblin Mob. I think Goblin Mob was the one that originally, when we were doing it live on IG, they made the comment of, I wish when we could see the replays of these, we could see the live chat. Because on IG Lives, on the replay, of course, for privacy reasons, you can't see like the ongoing chat that's happening. And even we noticed that was half the fun, was actually everybody engaging and talking and that kind of happening. And this was kind of the solution that we found that allowed us to engage with the homies. And then actually you took it one step further. I love with StreamYard, we can actually see the homies chatting right within the StreamYard. We don't have two programs running. But yeah, hats off, man, to fucking Goblin Mob for basically kind of being, I think, the instigator of getting us off of IG Live and probably making it the reason that we've even actually been here for 150, doing this on YouTube with all the homies who watch week by week. And thanks to all the homies who fucking try and watch and chime in, and the new homies who have come in halfway through and throughout, and all the artist guests who have come in and dude, you know what? Not one person has called us out on being a bunch of fucking weirdos, freeloaders, fucking anything for the amount of times we've just watched their shows. Like these two other artists threw huge shows this weekend, and we're just like, oh, we need content for this Thursday. Well, I guess we're gonna be rolling through the shows that you guys put all that hard work into, and take all the praise for just showing people the posts.
Well, yeah, dude, and I think a couple things that you said there. One, I think the original intention to cover the shows was to just kind of keep the pieces out there longer. You know what I mean? Like rehash them again, because let's be honest, one post on one night at one point in time, that's not enough for a lot of these pieces. That's why it's always, the progress pics and stuff like that. I mean, not everybody does that, but that stuff's cool to see. And then afterwards to see how it kind of hangs around. And like I said, man, if we could just extend the life for it a little bit longer. Slowport, what's up, man? Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, it's constant. It's constant material, I guess, right? And that's no credit to us at all. That's credit to the scene for keeping on making stuff. I always said, dude, I would quit buying this stuff and people would quit making dope shit. But people keep making dope shit, so you got to keep talking about it and you got to keep buying it, and so people keep making it. So there you go.
I'll be honest, man. A lot of times the show coverage afterwards for me, it's sports homies, they get to talk about like the game they just watched, right? They go back to work the next day, they're like, oh man, I was watching the game, so and so, blah blah blah. For us, a lot of times, like we just saw all this IG takeover happen. There's all these pieces, but like we're kind of dying to talk about it. I'm sure like everybody else in the chat's the same, right? As a kid, you'd come home from the movies and you're telling your parents about that. You're doing the karate kicks in the living room, and then this guy was like, "What's up, Chad?" And this guy was like, "What's your punch?" It's kind of like that. We're now
Well,
sitting
and
here
that's
like, "Oh,
and that's really how this show started, right? Was you and I were talking, and you were like, "Hey, I do this show, or I do these conversations. You know, you want to unbox some stuff on, on a Thursday or whatever day we were doing it on, like when we first started." And it's like, "Hey, you want to do this again next week?" And we legit have not stopped since then, dude. Since that day one, we were like, "Hey, you want to do this again?" And it's been every single week since then, which is crazy. But yeah, like I said, dude, it seems like there's always something to talk about, which is cool. Speaking of sports, baseball opening day. Congratulations, everybody, baseball fans. The A's take the field in about 1 hour. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, big day for everybody.
speaking of the A's, that white on that cap looks fucking minty, man. That fresh.
It's not, but I cleaned it up a little bit. I had to. I figure it's opening day. Had to make it look right. It's not even the one with the World Series patch on it, but we'll get there. I got a couple of other things working as far as the hats go. See what's going on. Pope Toys, Doc Horror. What's up, man? Go Jays. Okay. I'm not opposed to that. That's Toronto. I do have a Toronto hat that I used to sport all the time. You know what I'm really looking for? God, dude, I need a snapback Expos hat, like the OG red, white, and blue. My other ones is just getting too old. And those are hard to find, man.
See, I recall you telling me that you weren't a Jays fan because as a kid, all your favorite players used to slide over to the Jays. It made you pissed off.
That's also true, dude. Dave Stewart, Ricky Henderson, they all ended up in Toronto at one point or another. Head case was go Tigers. I'm not opposed to that either, dude. Detroit, Dirty Yeti. Go Syracuse Chiefs. Jesus Christ, folklore. Leave it up to that guy. But yeah, man.
I mean it in the best way possible, but dude, folklore, I feel like if they threw on one of those Shakespeare collars and like a Victorian red type of a button, that dude would fucking nail it. You should do some theater, homie. I feel like oh fuck, what am I talking about? Jazz Wizard has done theater. I'm a fucking or folklore has.
Oh, well, there you go. Anyone know the hashtag for the ENOS show? I don't. Gosh, I would probably. We'll see. Actually, you know what? Hang tight. We will probably see on one of those threads that somebody posted. And so, what show was on Saturday? That was the ENOS show, correct? Or did I get that backwards? Fun fake name.
Absolutely. ENOS was Saturday.
ENOS was Saturday. Cool. Yeah, so we are starting there.
I'm not crazy, right? Folklorian had the YouTube channel with the 4 other homies, right? The drunk dads. Am I crazy?
Correct. Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
By the way, dude, speaking of that, I found a channel that's been playing some old school Saturday Night Live episodes, like from the 90s. Fucking gold, bro. Like those were the golden days, man. They're just so damn good. Anyways, so ENOS show. We shall start there, it sounds like. Now, ENOS show, the General ENOS toy has been out for a little while now. He started getting those pulled in Brazil and then ended up going with a separate maker after that. And from what I've heard, the quality is better on this new round as opposed to the Brazil round. But like we said, dude, these shows are a great way. This is not the first ENOS show that we've seen. Is this the second ENOS show? This is at least the second or third ENOS show.
I think at least second. Different sculpt though, right? Like,
yes, correct. Yeah, it is, and it's so that's the 5.5 version that you saw right there.
I don't want to dig too far down because then we're gonna ruin what we're doing. But the last show that we covered of theirs was this sculpt.
That's the space squatch.
Was that not the last one that we did of theirs? Did we not cover a space squatch show last of theirs?
We've done several space squatch shows, yes, and we've also done an ENOS show. The ENOS show, if you remember, like Hobo Toys, his first like kind of doll piece was in the that ENOS show. If you remember that, it had like a wig and stuff like that.
So this is one of those prime examples where, comically enough, I remember when I was talking to the neurologist, I was like, homie, like the memory's been fucked. And he was just like, he explains, like, do you know what your hippocampus is? I'm like, no. He's like, well, that's your memory center. Your left one is not symmetrical and it is smaller than the other side. So admittedly, if my memory seems, it's not just the weed, I promise. Sometimes there's just pieces, man. Just
Ordinary Toys, what's up?
But I did want to at least pull up Extra Terrestrial's page and kind of show off the sculpt. These fucking clear helmets are just banging, man. Just a fun extra little accessory for your toy.
Yeah, straight up, man. And like I said, yeah.
How do we not talk about the fact that these are going to be going live on the store? So if anybody's not on their Facebook group and missed the drop that was happening last weekend, there's going to be a drop of more of the Swamp Things that are dropping on their website this weekend. I believe they explained somebody they're going to do half black washed.
Nice. Yeah, dude, those are way nice. That meat market, yeah, somebody said they can't wait to get there. Oh, Headcase can't wait. Yeah, dude, I bought I bought one of the Buddha-Tours too. And that'll be my first Buddha-Tour, at least in a vinyl. Looking forward to that. But yeah, sick, dude. He's doing some really cool stuff. But the ENOS show, like I said, there's been at least one more. And what a way, dude, to kind of keep that figure in the limelight and keep it going, especially with the drop of the 5.5 scale that he's been doing.
It's smart on so many fronts, man. It keeps it fresh. It gets people who ended up getting one to be able to work on it excited about it and potentially wanting to order more, and or potentially doing collaborations later. It gets other people who are seeing it and missed an opportunity to be able to like want to order some. It just this kind of goes on, just beneficial all around the board. Speaking of, though, there wasn't, I'll admit, like, based on when we saved them, there wasn't any kind of like order to which I saved them. I think I probably just opened up the tabs as I went through. So long as you had a piece made, I tried to make sure I grabbed it. I did go back today and try and make sure that we caught anybody that we might have missed or didn't get a chance to have theirs posted. But of course, if anybody notices, please chime in, homies. If we missed somebody and you see it, we'd love to try and make sure we get them. But kicking it off with Hobo Toys.
Yeah, and one thing I'll say about the show real quick, dude, is this border that he added to it. I think that was super smart. If anybody's doing a show and can provide something like that, it just makes stuff really easy to find on the thread. I don't think just for us, but I think for anybody that's looking at the post, you can easily see that, like, bam, that's it. But anyways, I think on the layout, at least on his page, because he posted them all as well. I mean, it looks super clean.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. On their page, it just looks so beautiful seeing that fucking same frames across it all. Whether you did a video, whether you posted a picture.
Yeah.
Right across the board, man.
Exactly. But yeah, this is insane, dude. I mean, god dang, starting off, I mean, holy smokes. Hobo Toys, I think he alluded to this when we had him on recently, that he was making something that was huge. And this would be it, dude. This is super sick.
See, and this is where things are kind of nuts to me. From like, let's be honest, we weren't seeing the homies make stuff like this when we were first getting in. We were hearing a lot of the dudes talking about how vinyl was really difficult to paint, and they were kind of nervous about painting it. We've got Buddy fucking incorporating lights into this one, backpack attached magnetically so you can get to the switch and turn them on and off. It's like, oh, get out of here. Crazy. Not to mention, like, the helmet's obviously been kind of like altered in a way where it's sitting in the front and then has all this fucking sculpt work done on top.
Way nice. Dude, could you do me a favor and just increase the font size?
I was actually just about to do that, man. I was going to actually zoom in a little bit.
Perfect right there. Awesome. I'm blind.
It's not even that, man. Let's be real. And for any of the homies watching it on a phone, I couldn't even imagine.
Oh, yeah, exactly, dude.
Whereas I know some folks like 8-Bit Mike, for instance, he's sitting there with the popcorn right now, feet up on the TV, big old thing of fucking.
Had to go with Big Daddy from BioShock. Nice. And he says that he thought that the ENOS figure was nicely set up for that. God, dude, look at all that work, man. It's fucking A, bro, with the light inside. Holy shit.
The metallic greens contrasting with the metallic gold, the magnetic backpack to get to the power source to turn that on.
Yeah. Beauty.
The way they plugged up the head up here. Fuck, man.
Way nice. Yeah. Good loud. Tykes Myers 123. Atari 2600. Oh my God. My very first system, dude. The Atari 2600. Was too embarrassed to tell anybody I even had it. Oh, man. Berserk. There were so many games on there, dude, but I was young enough to where I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing, you know? But I love that. Like, the colors are a dead match.
Okay, so I was going to ask you then. So based on the game, is there something I should be noting about the one little yellow dot on the toe, the one little like yellow eye?
It's possible, dude. I honestly don't know.
Fair.
That's one of those games that I had. I had a bunch of games that I never played. You know what I remember is the title being like that with the exclamation point at the end. And then just some of the regular gameplay, but I don't remember the yellow eye or the toe. But that is clean, man. And that's what's funny. You mentioned that people said they have a hard time painting vinyl. Bro, you could have fooled me. You know, I mean, that looks like it was pulled in that color.
Yeah, this show again. I honestly, I'm kind of blown away where the scene has gone in the last couple of years.
Yeah,
I think, and you know what? I would attribute a big part of it of that whole like sharing knowledge thing. I think a lot of the dudes back in the day, like some of the vets, I remember talking to Dollar Slice back in the day and him talking about how like you'd be watching videos and you'd be zooming in trying to see what people were using, and they'd have like duct tape covering like the type of smooth cast they were using, and fucking people didn't want to share that stuff. And that kind of went out the window middle of COVID, man. And I think that made a big difference. And things like fucking Wonder Vinyl sharing their paint source and then getting that out on the market. A lot of people talking about using the automotive adhesive before actually painting first, dyeing it. Oh my frick, Jazz Wizard. And you wonder why you're such a fucking
oh my God,
babe machine.
Ocular Rhombus ET for 2600. Nightmare. That's a great documentary, by the way, dude. But fuck that game. Seriously, I remember putting that thing in and just being so confused on what the fuck was going on, dude. And it turns out it sounds like it was like that for everybody, which is a real funny story. But this is great, dude. The paintwork is awesome. I mean, you can see on the original figure right there the maroon color kind of lining up, or in that 5.5 scale, which is really cool. Good lord.
Did you ever play this fucking game? The Silent Hill ones?
No.
Oh man.
And yeah, the answer is no. But I mean, fucking A, dude. That is badass. Like, no matter what that is from, that is sick.
There's just something ominous about them. It's uncomfortable. That's the best way of putting it. They really knocked it out of the park getting this fucking pyramid head for like one of the villains has this. There's not really an explanation for why, and it's kind of lame at first, but the game is such a weird like jump scare game that eventually you start to kind of be weirded out and uncomfortable by it.
Yeah, dude. I think the blood on the hands and the way that the hands come out like that, and just kind of the scale. Look at that thing, dude. That is
which beautiful. Whatever the hell they've done to get that like milky white with the red. Is that a red wash, you think?
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's hard to say, man. That's a really good mix of like white and gray and red. It's hard to tell what that is. But look at the that apron too. Make it look like it's sewn together skin or something. Fuck, dude, that's brutal, man. That is dope. Nice.
Oh, nice. Big old Buster sword.
Yeah.
With the pyramid head, 12 inches tall.
That's what I'm saying,
12
man. That's what's cool about the just a general ENOS figure in general is it's a big figure. Look how much the pyramid adds to that, though, dude. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Velcro butcher's apron so it can come on and off. Hand stitched in machine. I like this.
Wow.
And like, I don't know, man. I'm sure when ETC proposed this and ended up getting a bunch of them out there, like they weren't really necessarily thinking of somebody going this hams with their piece.
Yeah.
See, and I always worry. It's when I'm doing the click that I'm always like, did I accidentally? But the old Dre Dizzle, man.
Yeah.
Now, okay, is Centipede something from your time as well?
Absolutely. I actually have that arcade game. I have one of those like regular size arcade games that has a bunch of games in it, and Centipede's one of them. But dude, like what's crazy to me on this is like the scale of the ENOS figure, and if you know how big the ENOS head is, and define something that's going to fit over that, not find something, but make something that fits over that. I mean, that's a huge piece, Yeah, that's dope, dude. God dang, good work, Trey.
This is where I'd say technology has kind of really become handy for us, right? Like he drew a 3D centipede head with the
Nice.
antenna and nomad sculpt and then 3D printed it. So like it does kind of allow you to get a sense of like the dimensions and everything of what you're gonna need.
Yeah.
Love these socks, man.
Yeah, those are cool.
Oh, I'm just seeing this fucking marbling on here. Sorry.
Yeah, really good paint too. God dang.
Yeah, again, using the vinyl wonder paints, which, and I don't mean to be like a weird human about it, but VOCs and chemicals and all that stuff. And I know that like Mecha Ducky is a big advocate of like painting safely and properly, and they do a lot of vinyl painting. And if you're using the vinyl wonder paint, even they've mentioned like, homie, make sure your resin friends and stuff like they're actually using a full respirator coverage when you guys are spraying that stuff. Be in a room that can actually air it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, that UV.
Yeah, dude. That UV work is killer. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Look at that thing. That's sick.
Almost reminds me of one of the not Kamen Riders, but there was toys that came out around that time, like bug guys.
Oh, dude, graphics from the side of the cabinet, bro. That is sick. And that's, you know what, dude? I mean, I love the gameplay and stuff like that, of course, but one of the big things for me on the side of those cabinets is the fucking graphics, dude. They are so fucking cool, man.
Well, let's be honest. That's kind of your first idea before you would hop into the machine of what the hell you were getting into.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Even though the graphics might look like this, you're kind of like, oh, that's dope, though.
Yeah, going back to the 2600, dude, I have a book of just Atari 2600 art, or Atari art, basically, is what it is, because that was, I mean, you look at that old, less than 8-bit shit that you were looking at on the screen versus the art for it, dude. And the art is really what sold the game. It definitely wasn't the fucking graphics on the game,
It's almost as if our brains have imaginations and could complete a story.
Yeah, dude. Like you see the box of the game and you're just like, holy shit, that looks amazing. Then you put it in and you're just like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this?
Right. Again, it's Meatloaf spat out of hell too, but game form.
Nice work, Dre.
Yeah, cool. Absolutely gorgeous, dude. Jesus.
Ray Gun Wizard.
Did everybody get different colored vinyls? Like, first time masking and painting on vinyl. Learned a lot.
Wow.
Fucking crushed it, Dre, dude. I love the comparison pictures you included as well, dude.
I'm sorry, say that again, dude. I was reading retro box art was the biggest gaslighters. That's true. I agree with that. What was that you said?
Oh, I loved Dre's comparisons when he had the images from the game alongside. But yeah, apparently everybody did receive different colored final polls.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. There's a lot of work in that, dude. That Ray Gun Wizard, you can see. Ray Gun Wizard had an interesting story. I don't know if you saw their post about someone is actually repolling his work and selling it for like more than double what what he's selling it for. So that was an interesting post. It's not the first time I've seen that, but it's that's kind of sucks when that happens.
I saw that when I was hopping on the subway the other day, and actually, I think I mentioned it to Doc Horror as well. Because I'll admit, yes, I agree, it's shitty that that's happening, but that's, I guess, kind of what I mean sometimes when I say like it sounds so stupid. I can't think of any other way of saying it, but it blows my mind sometimes that our friends have made these things and they exist now. In these instances where some of these guys have like made a mold and casts of things, or they've gotten a factory produced a toy, or somebody's pulling their vinyls, it's kind of like, yeah, that exists in the wild now.
Yeah.
Like, get on your horse, homies.
Robot Andross from Star Fox 64.
Oh, dude, Star Fox 64 was so fucking good. I would have been too young to actually recall this particular being, but what a good game.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Ashley just commented on the mouth and the teeth, but seriously, dude, those are killer. The whole thing, man. Yeah, Dylan Clement says not much left to learn, Dre. I agree there. That's sick, man. No.
Okay, this immediately recognizable, man.
Son of a bitch.
And when I was like, I'll admit, it's jokes to me. There was definitely a time where when we were playing 64 and you get something like Donkey Kong and you're just kind of like, graphics can't get any better than this, man. Like, this is the pinnacle. We're there. We've made it.
That is so true, dude. That is so true. And the way the graphics are in games now, you know, like I hang out at Hert's house a lot, and then he plays games. I don't really play video games too much, too, but he does. And the graphic, I mean, for me, it's fun just to watch because the story and gameplay it's super immersive sometimes, right? But they even show graphics from like games that are coming out today versus even games that were just a few years old, and they're even better, dude. It's almost creepy how real some of this stuff looks. But you know, that's the way it goes. This right here is dope.
It's brilliant, dude. It's so much fun. The surfboard's a good touch.
Straight up, dude. I was gonna say that for me was probably right around 4th, 5th, 6th grade, and that's what that is. 1988 for me. That was 4th grade, 5th grade actually for me. And that's what it was all about, dude. Even where I live at now, it's, you know, it was all about TNC Surf. It was about the style. And, you know, the gorilla was the shit, dude. That was like, you know, I was super stoked, dude, to see Super 7 do that figure recently. And they came out with the first release that they had, the backer was a surfboard, which I thought was cool. But yeah, dude, TNC Surf, man. Not only is that like a super cool figure, dude, that is just, God, it's just so retro, man, you know?
It's also kind of joke seeing General ENOS with little goggles and the little sun hat. It's just kind of fun.
Oh, for sure. Ed Pope Toy says one of his favorite NES games. Yeah, not the easiest game, dude. Like it was everything was cool until it came to the surfing. The surfing was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but yeah, fun game. The little obstacle course like game run through that was always fun. Dre, man. Speaking of Detroit, Dirty Yeti.
Dirty Yeti's paint apps and stuff are normally pretty fucking on point, man. Yo, that's smart. Having it so the tooth can actually rest in on the thumb here.
Yeah. Nice, dude. Obviously, that's a hand sculpted. I'm not sure what the board's made out of, but the hat is definitely hand sculpted. The goggles are hand sculpted. Sick, dude.
I would imagine some sort of like just like monster clay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who knows?
Dope. Yeah, dude. Details, the nails, man. Foam core board. Nice. Sweet.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Donner don't care.
Donner don't care.
Just coincidental. We have two gorillas back to back.
Dude, isn't that and the 5.5 with it too? I mean, come on. That's so sick, dude.
A smart little touch.
Again with the colors, man. You know what's cool, dude? It's it's kind of like the Healy made Raider, right? Like that's the first thing that really turned me on to that toy or that figure was that you could really get a sense of nostalgia from the paint combos because you're lining it up with or you're associating it with whatever, right? Purple, yellow, Skeletor, the Boba Fett colors. Like that way could be on anything. You can identify it. Same thing here, dude, with the yellow and the red and the brown. And I think we've seen a couple like that already where you see the colors and you're just like, oh shit, I know what that is.
What blows me away is the tight flocking. I think, like, fuck, man, flocking might be one of the most difficult seeming things to me.
Dude, I didn't even realize that was flocked. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And like just seeing how tightly it's actually done across all this, it's like, damn, dude, that's a dope little touch. Diddy Kong's little fucking vest here, little hat.
Man, dude, that is super clean. Gosh, dude, even the paintwork on the face is super, super clean. God dang.
So Cat. Mario.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know what's funny, dude, is if you think of like Soko Cat and you can think some of their other pieces that they've entered into shows, it's that same feel of paint app. I don't know what to call that. I don't know. It looks like the same style, though. That's the best way that I can put it. I don't want to say it's a matte finish because it's not. It looks like it's got a little bit of a wash on it. You know what I mean? Like for me, like in resin, like if I saw something by Crimson Guard Immoral, like it reminds me of the same thing. It's like a little bit of a, not patina, but I don't know. It's just, there's a look to it and they nail it every time, dude. That's a sick piece right there. Look at that work.
I mean this in like the best way possible. It kind of reminds me of like the paint jobs you'd see on Christmas Village pieces or on Hummels. Those like old school figures. Honestly, this weird, like almost like dry brushing after the black wash is fucking tight, man.
Yes. Yeah.
And having this be like one of the little turtle shells, somebody else probably knows the name for it too, but when you basically like still frame something as well, you get like panel lines almost like in comic books. Some of that happening almost here. Just solid work, dude.
I'll be right back.
Do it. I dare you. Soko Mario. Another hand painted acrylic nose platform. Damn. I'd be curious to hear what you guys think. It's like, I know a lot of you guys paint almost a powder finish. Yeah, DT O'Keefe, I'm with you, man. Headcase Toys on the turtle shell shoulder pad. An absolute, definitely a nice touch. Yo, Fixed Temple Toys, what's going on? Oh. And I'm assuming with this vinyl, it was going to be this color here that it came with. Oh. Now, Copper Inks doesn't post theirs, I don't believe yet. Maybe I'll take a little peek over to their site here in a second, their page. But just from the sculpt work on this axe alone, I can only begin to imagine how fucking dope their piece is going to end up being. Just take a little hop over there real quick. Nothing there yet, but they ended up actually doing the Swamp Thing sculpt for Extra Terrestrial as well. So I'd imagine that's going to be just fucking stupid. This is one of those examples too where some of these dudes paint so fucking well that like I was looking at this earlier trying to wrap my head around how it looks so, I don't even know, like Diablo 2 kind of like graphics, and meanwhile it's just the way that they've added the paint and brushed across it. Fucking tight.
Toys, what's up? Blister Sepper says he's fallen down a flocking rabbit hole recently. Yes, but it's super sick, so keep doing it. Ooh, this one's a sick one, dude. Creature Maker Toys.
Again, man, the amount of work on that dome. That's the part that kind of catches me. Boom, boom. Game Awards Digital Toy Show. Grab it while you can. Now, which toy did they do? Gashpon, Godzilla. Just sort of, I was just kind of being nosy.
Yeah, no, I was, yeah, exactly. I was trying to see what game that's from. I'm not sure, dude, honestly.
No.
But that's dope.
I know I should probably know it because of this fucking helmet. And
I know,
someone
me too, man. I'm looking at the
it's
helmet. I'm like,
Doom guy. Okay.
oh, Doom guy. Okay.
Oh, frick. And then, see, once you say it, then the shirt makes sense. And like the fucking sleeves being all tight at the biceps. Thank you, guys.
There you go.
I think Doom was probably like one of like the first mature games, I guess. I don't know. Like, I remember going over to my babysitter's house, and for some reason, her kids had Doom on the computer, and she let me play Doom on their computer, and just being kind of like blown away by that type of game, I suppose. Beastman toys, new account for me.
This thing, holy smokes, dude. This is one of the first ones that I saw, and I was just like, holy shit, man. That thing is nuts. Wow.
Now, I wasn't familiar with this maker beforehand, but I'm also very curious, like, where'd you get those extra arms from?
Yeah. A special request or something, dude. Those are god damn, that's good.
They sit nice. Well done.
Yeah. The colors. Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah, sharp piece. Little fucking rainbow braid.
Yeah.
Beauty. Fuck, dude, I didn't even know. Okay, that was another one where I'm like, okay, did you get a teal piece? I didn't know there was some teal ENOSes. What do I know?
Yeah, no, not that I'm aware of. At least from what I've seen on the website, but that's the thing, man. They're just everybody's paint looks so fucking good. Oh wow. Yeah. Sick.
Sorry, homies. I gotta get better at watching you dudes in the chat.
With the four arms extended like that, dude, that piece is like no bullshit, bro. That thing's got to be like this fucking big. It's huge, you know?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The width of it.
You know what, dude? They're great display pieces because you can put it up and build around it, especially with the arms extended out like that, and kind of put some pieces still kind of tuck them underneath, which is
like a little family picture.
Yeah, like a little family. Pac-Man custom by Kachina Kachina. Yes, I think I did see that. But anyways, yeah, this one is sick. Beastman Toys, great job, dude. Holy smokes.
See, and that's where I'm hoping we caught everybody. We'll make sure. You've now mentioned Kachina Kachina. I'll make sure we hit that afterwards. Now I'm second guessing. Now this might have been after you were playing video games.
I remember the name. I'd never played this game, to be honest with you. Did you?
Brilliant game. Oh yeah, fun as fuck, man.
All right.
Puzzle. I was just being a prick when I mentioned it a few times, sorry. But at the same time too, it does kind of make sense. Like you probably would have been maybe like 18, 19 when this game came out. You weren't fucking with this. You were drinking and hanging out with the boys. You know what I mean? Like,
I was too cool for school, man. I was
exactly.
Too cool. Yeah, that was before kids. Jesus, not very long, but that was before children. Jesus.
See, whereas meanwhile, I've joked to homies before that if whoever gives my eulogy speech doesn't do it in the Banjo Kazooie fucking voices, get out.
I don't even know what that means, but that sounds funny.
They're basically just blubs and squeaks.
Oh man.
Yeah, absolutely crushed it, man. Did a great job on this one. That whole full face resculpt is actually just dope.
Yeah, terrible influence. I'm sorry. I just like cool shit.
Recycle Galaxy, yeah. I would imagine he did cut the holes for the Goro piece.
Oh, I would think so. Yeah, dude, he had to. You know that there's a lot of work in that. Unless they're glued on for something, I don't really see that. But I guess that's possible too.
I think it would make more sense. They probably have the male part, so you just drill a hole and ram the male plug, I suppose.
Okay.
Pour spout. There we go. Yeah, tight paint up on this Elixir Toys.
Yeah, nice.
Pack Rat Studio Toys. Okay, now this one I know I should know, the Q*bert.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's my era.
I stared at this one the other day, like I knew I should know it, and yet
Q*bert. Yeah, so they Q*bert would jump up the like pyramid, from square to square to square to square, and kind of like, but you know, Q*bert is normally like a ball with no arms. Like, yeah, that one for me, dude. Like, I knew what that was right away. It's a very, you know, unique looking character and shit. But that game's old. That's another old school. Another old school one. One of the first ones. God, dude, if I think about, you know, games that I actually played, like the first games that I played, that would probably be one of the first ones. I mean, it's that old. That's probably, fuck, dude, mid '80s, something like that, early '80s.
well, how they've reworked the shoulder piece here from the one arm to cover up that part, because like you're saying, he was like a ball. And then they must have done like a full resculpt on the other side here and tried to match it in with the same fur here.
Hey,
So
maybe
again,
they sent the arms to Beastman Toys, huh? There you go.
you
We just solved a
imagine
mystery that probably didn't even work that way, but we just, you know, we're gonna say that's the way that one worked. Oh boy. Yeah, Tate Fiend, exactly. The clunk when you fell and died. Yeah, there's you know, they did those little blind box figures like later on. This goes back a few years now, but when like blind boxes were really big, dude, and they're coming up with blind box everything. One of them that I started getting was these blind box. They were from vintage arcade games, and so there was like the dude from Dig Dug, the Centipede Snake. Q*bert was one of them. They had a bunch of just little random shit, but yeah, those were always fun, man.
I guess like for you, there must have been one of those things where you're looking at it being like, can't really lose. You know, whichever one I get, I'm kind of happy with. They're all kind of dope. Hard to
Absolutely,
lose.
absolutely. Have the arcade game, but I won't be.
I kind of assumed when we were talking about the Centipede game that I was thinking to myself, yeah, Zymek has probably seen all these fucking side panels day after day.
Dude, that dude has probably sold more arcade games than I'll ever even lay eyes on, man. That dude's arcade is just insane. If anybody, by the way, if anybody is looking for a really, really, really good episode of Toys Alive, go back and look at that first Zemet Co. interview that we did, and it's phenomenal, man. It's really something to see. Zemet Co., if you didn't know, operates the largest arcade in the state of New York, besides pumping out, you know, ungodly amounts of work consistently, daily, and owns a video game store. So, I mean, you know, not like the guy's busy or anything. I'm just saying.
And I still think somehow while doing all of that, they've landed themselves a mate. Like it's not even like this person is like some like weirdo that just like living in a basement, fucking doing this shit. Like no, like they've also managed to also find another human that's down with them while
And,
doing all this.
and she's awesome, dude. And they're just a couple of great people all together. I've met them in person several times, and they're just, dude, they're just super friendly, great people. Like, you know, the large majority of people in this community, they're just really cool people to talk to and get to know. This is just Pikmin, dude. Holy crap. I mean, we you know, we were just talking about his sculpting. Obviously this thing, I mean, bro, the face coming out of the chest is, dude, this is just nutty, man.
you know, the face coming out of the chest is dope, but I'm sorry, reworking the helmet into this eyepiece, that's some magic in my opinion, man.
Dude, again, with the scale of the ENOS figure and then that on top of it, bro, that is a massive piece. I'm looking at like an IKEA Detolf right now, and I think that those squares are abnormally weird. It's like a tall square. You can't even call it a rectangle. It's a tall square, each compartment, and they're just weird size. That would probably dang near fill up that whole space. That's nuts, dude.
Okay, and then I'm curious because I haven't played the game on. I don't think. Um, does anybody know? Is this supposed to be Pikmin in there? I thought it was almost like an homage of like putting himself in there. And yeah, definitely some soft goods in there as well. Von fake name. But yeah, this part caught me. Where is it here? Pieces heavily customized, epoxy sculpt, sculpty bits of cloth, glue and paint. Used existing helmet to form the giant eyeball on the arm, and I'm super happy with the end results.
Soft goods too, man. Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm really no idea what these nails are, but also fucking cool.
Yeah, it was gonna say bizarre, but super cool.
Probably helps balance out the figure a little bit.
Yeah.
Although the arm looks raised in this one, hard to say. But yeah, even all that fucking spine work added there as well. Tight piece, man.
Yeah, really cool. Jesus.
Last Resort Toys.
Nice.
What did they go with? See, now I'm almost like nosy, wanting to know which every game is for, even though it doesn't matter. They're just fucking sick pieces. But of course, the brain is like,
Commander Keen games of DOS, Days Gone By. Commander Keenos.
I'm glad you ended up nailing it. Yeah. Days Gone By. Not familiar. These sneakers ripped open with the fucking toes hanging out.
Dude, right? That's great right there. That's super cool. I love that purple blue fade right there. That's cool.
And this fucking accessory.
Yeah, right. I was just gonna say I'm not see that. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. I'm not familiar with that game, so I don't know. But that look at that, dude. Those are great. Those are great accessories right there. That ray gun, that 1950s ray gun, it's badass. Very cool.
Oh, there we go.
Aliens ate my babysitter. Oh,
no doubt.
Bro, I have never even heard of that before.
Fair. I think I played like a PC version of it.
Weird. What system was that for? Does that say?
For PC gaming, yeah.
PC gaming. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Somebody was asking about hashtags earlier. There's one right there at ENOS of the gaming verse, so maybe check that one out.
Yeah, from my understanding, both the shows we're going to be looking at tonight, they're going to end up having the hashtags, grouping them all together. And Tape Fiend, yeah, played it on PC. I wasn't sure if maybe what I played was like some kind of a weird altered version, emulated version afterwards, or if that was where we all played it. I was talking to a buddy at work, man. We're getting to that point more and more and more where like something from your past or something is like, oh shit, that was 25 years ago, or oh crap, that's 30 years ago, and you're just kind of like, damn it, the distance is just, you know, it's almost like I'm living life and time is passing. Insane.
Shotgun karaoke, dude, with the fucking 8-bit Mega Man. I'll tell you what, dude, Mega Man was one of my favorite games when I first started playing the old NES. What a fun game that was, dude. I mean, it was obviously easier to beat if you beat, you know, the guys in a certain order. But it was a fun game, dude. It was, you know, it's still a fun game. That's awesome, dude. Nailed the colors, that's for sure.
I think even Mega Man is kind of like in that same era where the box looks dope as hell and allowed your imagination when you plug in the game that regardless of the graphics, maybe not meeting expectation of the graphics on the box, your brain still kind of fit in the blank. Where you're kind of like, no,
Yeah.
box dude's what's doing this.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah. No, man, that's again with the paint. I mean, I think he really painted the whole thing on that.
I'm gonna have to wager the same. Nothing but the color, no blaster. This is my piece for the ENOS versus original 8-bit Mega Man, Rockman colorway homage.
Mm.
Tight though, man.
Yeah, way nice. Mm. Nice work, dude, for sure. Angry Beast, man, that is dope.
For anybody that's played God of War, you know that like the weapons here is kind of what's driving this figure so hard, man. That fucking look! Oh, what the hell, man? What do you even call embellishments?
Yeah,
Like two resin casted weapons, and then all these fucking chain linking going around him. Fun
so
piece,
good,
man.
though, dude. Damn, those swords are sick.
Yeah, I wonder if they've just owned like a Krenos figure and have stolen their weapons, or if they would have actually sculpted those up. Had a great time customizing this incredible toy. Yeah, again, there's something about the size of these figures that just seems fun, man. They're almost like holding a toy when you're a kid, but now you're an adult.
Yeah.
Beautifully done, dude. Also, what's hiding up there?
Yeah, man, that one was nice.
Bomberman.
Gorgrail. Atomic Bomberman, dude. You remember that game?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Columns for the cool kids.
purple and silver, dude. That looks way nice. Look at that.
Dude, look at this fucking rat ass helmet.
Yeah, shit. Dude, I think we've seen that, especially on the Space Squad show too, right? Where people are modifying the helmets, cutting them out, doing different things, making them look like they're broken or something like that. And I think that's
Full
cool.
paint with the open face.
Yeah, especially when the helmets are a solid color. You know what I mean? And you can't see through them. I think putting the helmet on and then making the face visible. Um, I mean, fuck, dude, that looks great right there.
Giving him the little bomb is fucking jokes.
Yeah, that's dope. Mm,
Type paint apps, man.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck. This is my entry. Based on the Atomic Bomberman, this is a game from the franchise I played most of my childhood with my friends. I had a lot of memories from the time, and this game brings me a lot of good memories. A while ago, I didn't even know that it was actually an official game. I always thought it was a bootleg version of Bomberman. Fair.
Mm,
Oh. Toxic Fumes Toys.
nice, dude.
Where are we going here? Oh, you and your friends are dead. Oh, fucking yeah, Jason.
He says, I think I'll be keeping it, but if you really want it, reach out and we can talk. That's funny. Great colors again, dude. God dang. Isn't that funny? Painting isn't my strong suit.
Right.
Again, could have fooled me, man. I think that's what's funny when you see a lot of these artists that are painting. Some people, it's their first time trying to paint vinyl or this style of vinyl.
Like Dre, yeah.
But they always come out looking way clean, dude. That one kept that kind of glossy shine to it. Nice. Hmm.
Gotta love it too, man. That like for a moment there, because I wasn't paying attention, I wasn't looking at the mask. Here I am being a foot guy. I'm just staring at these feet, and
Yeah.
you read this part, and right away you're like, oh yeah, Crystal Lake. My bad.
They're dead. Yeah.
Jesus. False Idols toys. You know, this part here, I'll admit, I was staring at it earlier trying to be like, did they fog it? Did they fog it and scratch it? Did they paint it?
I was reading the I was reading the description there. I don't know what game. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. That's cool. I read the whole thing except for the first line that says what it's from. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. He put a nice big story in there. It didn't say what it's from. Fallout 76. Cool Cat would probably really dig that piece, especially because he's a big Fallout fan. But yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. There's a good comparison. Dude, lots of work in there, man. Look at all the yeah. Faded that brown in there a lot, dude. That looks good. Ooh. Yeah, the face too.
I like how the helmet is kind of like with your little mittens in the wintertime. They've got the string keeping them attached.
Wrap them around your neck. Yeah,
They've
dude.
also managed to make it look like some kind of like a fucking like damaged light bulb or something.
Yeah. Nice.
That's fun, man.
Appalachian Super Mutant.
Yo, Bootleg Toy Code, did you sculpt this? Like, I actually stared at this for so long earlier, and knowing them, I'm like, they must have made that fucking head from scratch. The other part of me is like, maybe they just slapped the Earthworm Jim head on there. I'm like, no, like it's fucking Pocket Toy or fucking Bootleg Toy Co.
Yeah.
Also, how do we not, man? Okay, so after we show off this piece, I'm sorry, we're gonna pop over to their page really, really fast. They've got a brand new vinyl drop, and we gotta show it.
Man, that is good, dude. God.
I love the blushing of blue.
He's sculpted.
Part.
Sorry. No, all good. But I'm just saying, he said that he sculpted it. That's great, dude. You know what I mean? Holy shit.
They're a stupidly talented individual across the board, man. From sculpt work to paint work, relentlessly good.
Yeah. Dude, I think doing anything, you know, obviously there's a lot of time involved after you put that base coat down, but with white, man, I think that leaves that margin of error even smaller, you know? That's cool. God damn, that's good, dude. Holy smokes. Shit.
Tight, clean. All right, now we don't normally do this, but I'm just gonna run this commercial they have.
Oh yeah. Can you hear the volume? I cannot hear the volume on that.
Well, if you can't hear the volume, that's ridiculous. Let me see here. Why can't we have that?
Can you hear the volume on it?
Well, I can, but that's because it's playing from my shit.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's probably because of
yeah.
Here, stop sharing, present. What if we do it this way? You can allow. Boom, 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 boom. And I want to share audio as well. It's going to be a loser and probably won't let us. Yeah. All right, well, that's pointless then. If you guys can't hear it, but we'll still show it. So it's going to be all these guys in the large white vinyl blanks that they have available. And then, of course, they're also going to have painted versions for them as well that he's going to show here in a second. And they're actually going to come in like the full box with the window. I'm sure you've already watched this ad as well. It's got the full landscaped paneled backing. that you can unfold and treat actually like a backer for the piece, so it can actually like display. Boom, painted version. And then, of course, there's also going to be a Reptar version that they're going to show off as well. Ooh, bootleg Toyco stamp on the bottom there. And in a second, I bet Abe's going to pull up the Reptar version. Sorry, dudes. I just thought that, admittedly, this is kind of something new that Toys on Tap has been doing. They did it with Pocket Salsa as well, with getting their, oh, why don't I know anything today? The shark piece that he did, man. Thank you.
Dope.
And now Barfy with the bootleg Toyco, where he's kind of like helping them produce.
That's dope, man. That's a nice looking piece.
Yeah, did you guys end up getting those painted at factory? To like the masking on them just looks tight as all hell. Anyways,
nice.
Here, I was hoping earlier that I would actually just play the sound. I could just shut up for a moment or two, let you guys just see it happen. But I think we're making pretty good time, man. 10:06, and
was that almost the whole show?
We're almost. We've got two more pieces for the ENOS show here.
Oh yeah.
So this is the Kachina Pac-Man one. Nice, bootleg Toyco. Absolutely brilliant choice, man. Honestly, brilliant choice to get them factory painted, homie. Especially since you've got the whites as options. I think that would have been so much undertaking for work, and there's so much different painting there. It would have taken forever, dude. Brilliant choice.
Oh, this is the Kachina piece.
Yeah.
They were talking about earlier, but yeah, dude, that is fucking Kachina, man. That dude's paint work is just stupid good, man. On some of the Fungustines recently that he had painted up, and those cicada pieces, dude. I don't know what that's from. There's like one of them that's got like a beetle head. It's from another maker here, but he did some custom paint ups on those that were just insanely cool. He's got that one technique down, dude, where it almost looks like lightning going through it. I don't know what you call that, but it's just, dude, he nails it every time.
It's like a mesh net masking. I've talked to fucking Mechaducky about it before as well, but you're right. He recently did it on their Canadian artists. Where are they here? Number 2 combo. Yeah. They're actually some Toronto boys. And they've got 2 figures out. And if you actually head over to their store for number 2 combo, they actually have some blanks at the moment as well. But that's digressing, as we're looking at the ENOS show tonight.
But I think they're glow blanks, though, right?
They are glow blanks, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Dude, look at that. Oh, my God. That's awesome.
What I love about this paint app, too, dude, it almost reminds me, even though it's Pac-Man, I understand it's the Pac-Man maze. The way they've done it and the way they've done the lines all so tight, it almost reminds me a bit of, oh, fuck, now I'm not going to remember it. It starts with the T. They did a movie of it in the last bit. Tron, there we go.
Yeah. Wow.
This rainbowing fuck, man, from the yellow to the blue with that green in the middle, the ghost on the shoulder, like fucking Tapekin was saying, the ghost in his belly here that he's eating. Thank you, Zimit. I'm glad you were following along, homie. And then, oh my fucking, this, get out of here, Jemaho. This guy is stupid, man. I'm sure I can't be the only one that, as a kid, that playing this game just thought this character was so fucking cool.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, what the hell?
Fucking Blanca. Javaho.
It's so good, dude. It's I mean, it's everything. It's the colors. Like he nailed the actual character itself. God damn, dude, that is so damn good. Blanca, great character, dude. Street Fighter, classic. Damn.
I feel like that's another one of those games. I don't know how much of like the backstory for these characters it gave in the instruction manual and how much kid brain just made up. But I definitely remember thinking this guy was some kind of like, was once human, came from like some village that was being poisoned by nuclear waste or something, and that's how he had become Blanca.
Wow.
Probably no. A lot of wows from you. Wow. Virgin, I need to get you an Owen Wilson button that you can just fucking press.
Wow.
Exactly.
Oh, and it's sold already too. That's awesome.
Oh, of course.
Pretty cool. Yeah. God, what a great looking piece, dude.
And I believe that wraps us up for what we had saved from the ENOS. If anybody has noticed that we have missed their piece or a friend's piece or a piece that they had seen that they loved, please let us know.
What about Midnight Monsters? Did you add that one?
I thought I had added that
Did
in.
we see it already?
Fuck, you know what? Somehow it's not in here though, because I thought I added it in. I thought I added it in. But I probably added, not my stupid ass, I added it into the fucking robot show.
Ah.
Oh, but here we go. Midnight Monsters. This is gonna be our last one.
Oh yeah.
The Toxic Crusader. No, what the fuck am I talking about? Toxic Avenger. Oh my gosh. Oh, beautiful sculpt on this one. And honestly, I think we've all been here before, man. Homie was kind of explaining that, you know, they kind of missed the date. They were a little bit stressed out, a lot going on, a little overwhelmed, kind of blew up the toy station for a little bit. And yeah, extra. Holy fuck, man. Batting 1,000 tonight.
Don't forget Extra Truckcast Reels. Who? Oh,
Never
the
heard.
guy who threw the show.
Never heard of him.
Oh man.
Christ almighty, my dude.
That's a dope one though, man. He had a really honest and real explanation on why that didn't happen on time. And I think it's probably, I would think that there's more than one artist who's probably been in that situation where, you know, you just get super frustrated. But dude, what a champ, stuck with it and put this out. And this is obviously, there was a ton of work put into that. That sculpt is fucking crazy cool. Yeah, great looking piece, dude. Holy smokes.
Absolutely, man. Tons of texture added in there. The fucking googly eye.
Googly eye. That's great.
Beautiful. And even this accessory item here, man, just top notch. Absolutely rocked it.
Mm. Wow. Yeah, great one.
Oh, and of course, again, man, I don't know how the hell missed Extra Truck Restrials. Now we're going to do a little dig. Where did we miss? Boom.
Oh,
Tight, man. Again, I must not have seen all the colorways because, like, again, this is one where I'm like, what fucking color is the original ENOS on this, dude? Tight paint apps.
Yeah, that's great, dude. With the bat.
Good old GTA 5, man.
Yeah, right. Damn. That's one that I have and have not really dove into.
I don't mean to be a jerk, but it's been out a while, my dude.
Oh, I am very aware. Me and Hurt were talking about that recently, and I'm just like, you know what, dude? I think I got about like 15, 20 minutes into it and just never turned it back on, bro. Straight up. And it wasn't because I didn't like it. I just don't play, you know, video games. I just don't sit down and play video games very often.
Even adding on the tattoo work here is a fucking good choice, man.
Yeah. Dope, man.
Dude, you definitely put together a good lineup, a roster of humans for this show, man. Knocked it out of the park. And again, if anybody was interested in those Swamp Things, they are going to be dropping more of them in their shop this weekend. And I'm sure, let's see, let's go to their shop right now. What they got in there? Oh, some clears of the Sasquatch, Space Squatch in green, Meat Market's up, bunch of the Glow Boys, skeleton ones. Oh, fuck, dude. Let's be honest, the mixed part mutants are fun.
Oh, those are great. Yeah.
And as you were mentioning at the start of the show, a wave of some of the Brazil pieces.
Yeah. Those are the big dudes. 10.5.
Beautiful colors in those, man.
Yeah.
Seeing this is where I feel like a fucking brain dead idiot now. Now I'm seeing the colors that we saw throughout the show.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Oh man, oh man.
Those are those 5.5s right there, dude. Those are so damn cool.
Dude, how
all of those
is pulling so much vinyl?
Yeah.
You imagine just having bags of fucking rad vinyls?
Yeah, that'd be. Those are dope though, man. That 5.5 scale is awesome, dude. Yeah, the olive green, dude. I did snag one of those, my man Duke. I should have that probably any day now. So, but yeah, dude, another great show. Like I said, keeping that figure, just kind of giving it a refresher. And seeing different things that it can do, man. It looks like a lot of those pieces are still for sale. So if anybody was interested in some of those, make sure you hit up the artist on their page and at least ask about them, even if they're not saying that they're for sale, because you never know. Like Toxic Fumes toys, maybe so, maybe not. You just got to ask. But yeah, another great one, Tim. That was a super cool show, dude. It's an awesome figure. It's a huge, intimidating figure. And to see it in a bunch of different lights is really, really cool, man. Additional arms. There were some soft goods. The paint work from everybody was just killer. Congrats to everybody who submitted something in that show. It was nice. Very, very nice. Oh, look at Dre. Just sold. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. Somebody scored a good one there. The head sculpt on that thing was extra cool. Very nice, dude. Well done.
Again, I really loved the way that the sculpted on the helmet for the Dre Z's one reminded me of like an actual helmet still.
Yeah.
It still had the black part there where, anyways.
Yeah.
We got to get into this other show that happened.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Now, this was from Tate Feed, who's here in the audience, the original Cash brand, the Future Retroistic magazine show. Gosh, dude.
Robo Galactic Graffiti Funk Tech.
Boom. There you go, man. And those words all put together probably gives you a good idea of, the pieces in this show and what they're kind of going to be based around. Cave Dweller starting off here with something very cool. This was Cash Brand's first show, and success, dude. Like straight up, man. That magazine is just completely badass, dude. I was talking to him before the show today, and I told him we need to get him on the show here before too long, and at least talk about the magazine. Not even to mention the show, but that magazine is really something else, man. If you guys have not picked up a copy of any of those yet, I think there's 6 issues now. I'll tell you what's up, Fletch. You are missing out if you have not seen that magazine. It is badass, dude. Everybody that I've showed that magazine to is like, whoa, what the fuck?
Well, I think we've talked about it before. It's basically what we're going to see tonight, too. A combination of kind of everything that happens in this kind of realm and scene. The dude's really hands-on, it seems, man. As much as this might be like their first online art show that they're doing, they do partake in a lot of shows. As you mentioned before, the Future Retroistic magazine. Like, that's a lot of work to be going on, man.
Oh my God, dude. I can imagine. Great magazine, dude. It's nice, thick stock. It's got some weight to it. It's a nice magazine, man. It is something nice to put on your coffee table or just pass to someone and say, hey, check this out. It's nice, dude. Way nice.
More and more we've talked about how this is kind of the realm we're all leaning towards, as well as it seems like more and more folks are kind of popping off on different social medias. Some are kind of dwindling away. It's nice to have those physical remembrances of this time period, man.
Yeah.
Physical media.
Yeah. Physical media. Exactly, dude. And that's kind of, we've seen a lot of people doing that, and it's, it does a lot of things, dude. I was just talking to somebody about, digital stuff, and we were trying to track something down, and this person had got rid of digital stuff. And I was just like, wow, only if people like kept tangible records nowadays, we'd have something. So, will that be coming back at some point? I don't know. I think it'll always be around as something that has that nostalgic feel to it. You know, books, newspapers, magazines, stuff like that. Um, but the magazines for sure, man, especially for something that we do in this community where a lot of it is based on hitting that nostalgic nerve. Um, I think it works so damn good, dude, especially with so much material out there. Dude. It's awesome. Retro Zone Neon, what's up, dude?
Very much part of the culture. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to actually just go right over to Cave Rollers page, sorry, only because their piece actually, they posted a video of it as well. Oh, you guys are going to hear it, but it does move and dance. So they had actually hooked it up. As promised, here's a video of Boombot in action. The music isn't added later. It's playing from the speaker in his head. Did a very minor rewiring of the bass robot and added a mini Bluetooth boombox to the head. So now it can actually dance to the music that's playing out of its head. So if anybody heads over to their page afterwards, you can actually see it doing the full-on dance.
Nice.
But this is it in the painted app version. Looks like he went with like an Iron Man paint app. I loved also a lot of the homies ended up incorporating the Krylon dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was like a requirement or anything, but absolutely nice little touch. Thanks to James Arson for the rad multicolored logos.
Oh, nice. James Arson, dude. Yeah, nice one.
I like seeing when individuals are participating in the scene, and James Arson's another artist that they're talented, and it's nice when we see them kind of sprinkle themselves into the scene, man. I was happy to see their name in here. Ocular Rhombus's piece, and another artist, head over to their page if you guys haven't been over there. They've been dropping fucking heat all day, man.
And that's been going on for like a couple of weeks now, where they ran a sale, and then just have been dropping a lot of pieces since then. This is, this is not only is it dope for the show, but it screams Ocular Rhombus, right? Like you could put that piece in front of anybody that knows and say, who do you think did that? And you could see that paint app and go, that obviously that's Ocular Rhombus, you know?
Retro, I didn't see yet, but I'll double check in a second here because Craftsman was part of the Robotic Galactic Graffiti Pop Funk show, right?
I didn't see it, man.
I didn't see it yet, but we can always take a peek at the end of the night here and try and do a last lap on anybody who might have been missed if you guys think we've missed anybody.
Yeah.
And of course, if anybody hasn't seen April 22nd, Ocular Rhombus has their oh my goodness, Robot Resurrection show. Am I even close?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Is it April 22nd that Ocular Rhombus has the Robot Resurrection?
Correct. You know what? I can't be for sure if that's the exact date, but it's right around there. It's right around 420. Yeah, correct.
Fair.
Actually, I think I believe Easter is on 420 this year. I might be.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Oh,
first. Thank you, homie.
21st. There we go. O'Keefe.
Coming through.
Man. How the Cardinals do today, O'Keefe? Let me know, dog.
Okay, now Camelbot Commander actually had 3 posts in this one. Boom. I think I saved all 3.
Followers. Criminal.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I think most of the homies who watch our show at this point are definitely Camelbot Commander fiends, but if not, check them out. So they got the first crew in the Robot Rhyme roster. It's going to be 3 Doos Drillbit, 3L Smooth, and Dr. Speak.
Yeah.
I like seeing them just experiment at the moment, man. I think they're a little fearless in what they're attempting, and it's nice to see.
Agreed, dude. Agreed. And everything is so... It looks so different, but the same. Not the same, but from the same world, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? But all the pieces are obviously distinctly way different. God, those are good, dude.
It's almost like Fane's weird, crafty brother.
God, that's good.
Wiki, and Wiki. Each of these mini microphone masters has magnetic articulation in their arms and neck. Wiki 1 has badass glow-in-the-dark arms for maximum expression of lyrics.
Nice. Redbird start 2025 with a win. At a kid. God, dude. Look at that. Is that wire wrapped around in there?
That's copper wiring in here, and this does look like a piece of like the netting mesh that you'd see on like a small microphone usually. Or headphone bit, but it looked a little wide, like the cage on a mic. These guys are fucking fun too, man. Wireless mic and the Fluid Druids. These fucking names.
Oh, that's so good, dude. The wires running through it, man. The cape on the guy in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely gives me very Fane like Rain vibes. 1970s glass paperweight vibes. Ooh. Well, that's a good comparison, man.
Yeah. Nice.
3 rap groups. Smart, man. Again, playing very much into like that like culture, the punk, that's kind of what I liked about this whole thing, man. Just that I don't even want to keep saying punk because it's also very like hip hop, rap, and urban. It's just very culture.
Yeah, you see what Bliss Receptor says, dude? What a great comment, man. 1970s glass paperweight vibes. Yes, dude. Yes, if you've seen those, I know people who collect those. And that's very much what it is, dude. It's always clear with shit inside of it. And they're paperweights, basically.
I often have to stop myself. Like, let's say I'm at like a thrift store or something like that, and you see one of those clear ones, and it'll just have like a drop of blue and red or something. And I'm like, you don't need that.
Yeah.
It's okay, homie. You have enough shiny things at home. This was actually a really interesting idea, man. So Pocket actually ended up doing a bunch of resin brick wall card backs. Some have no graffiti or toy associated with them, so people can add their own graffiti or toy to it. There's 50 a piece, unless you buy a figure from another artist in the show to add to the card back, in which case they are 35 a piece. Shipping is included regardless of where you live. I thought that was like Pocket Salsa, man. The dude is just one of the most big-hearted, kind individuals, dude. I don't understand. This is such a neat fucking idea that if you buy any other piece in the show, just to kind of like spread that camaraderie, that lack of competition. Neat, man.
Yeah, dude. And he's, one of the first people that I remember, at least in my collection that I have, that was really making stuff for displays specifically.
Yeah.
I have brick walls that go up that he actually painted for me, that go up with my Barrio Boba stuff, which is super, super cool. I have another little one that he made, which is like on a different kind of little stand with a little brick wall. And then he did a hand sculpt of a creature coming out of the wall. And it just, it's sick, dude. Like that right there. What a great idea for a backer, dude. You know what I mean? That's what is that?
I believe these are a bunch of the little rubber keychain Star Wars figures that they've encased in the wall.
That's dope. That's cool. But yeah, the brick wall, dude. Especially in a graffiti show. You talk about fitting right in. That's cool, man. That's a great idea for a display. And then that's a cool little hookup with the pricing there as well. If you buy something from another artist, you get a little bit of a discount. Look at that black white, dude. I know you like that one. That's sick.
I also don't know if you saw Zymiko's comment, but of course, why wouldn't the dude fucking bootleg some glass paperweights?
Who? That's funny. Oh,
I was in both fucking shows on top of finishing that run of Ganesh figures.
Bro, I don't want to distract from the show at all. This is dope. That's dope. That figure's dope. But yes, you're right. He's got that show. He's got another show. And then this thing shows up today. Like, dude.
The moment you said you didn't want to distract from the show, I knew. I was like, oh my fucking God, here we go.
He showed up today. So I open it up. I call Hurt up right away. I'm like, yo, I'm coming by, dude. So I go over there and then dude, it's something, dude. When he looks at it, I go, bro, check this out. So I give it to him and he handles it. He grabs it and you can tell he's being very careful. He's just like, whoa. whoa. And I'm just like, yeah, no shit, bro.
Oh my gosh, man.
Insane, man.
I bet you just, man, you must have been just so giddy going over there, like big grin on your face. Just
Well, dude, I
fucking.
got home and he didn't tell me that, when it was coming or anything. So I got home and I see this giant box on my porch and I'm like, what is that? It must be from Amazon. And then I see it's an international label on the top. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, dude, there was a couple things in there, some giveaways that we're going to get to down the road a little bit, but yeah, some really fun stuff. But this piece right here, dude, Jevaho is just, it's, the dude comes correct every single time, no matter what it is, dude. No matter what it is.
They're in a class of their own, and like, it's always so hard saying that because it's kind of like standing beside all the bands that played that night, being like, man, best band tonight was. It's kind of like, but. And so I'm sorry, homies, but there's this certain artist like that they really just stand out as just being in a class of their own. Jevaho is one of those ones, man. Like even looking at this piece here, I'm looking at like the little fucking drops on the shoes here.
Yeah.
The clear, perfect green with the heart nips.
And the skateboard, dude, he made the deck too. That's something else that he's getting into, and he's going to talk about when we have him on the show here in the next few weeks. But that's something else that he's getting into too. Like if he's not doing enough already, now he's doing skate decks. So yeah, the fingerboards.
More and more of the homies I'm noticing are definitely making skateboards, fingerboards. Dick Jones is doing it as well.
Yeah.
And also Slug Toys, who
yes.
goes under Stone. What was it?
Stone Mage, I believe.
Stone Mage. Yeah. Okay.
Or something.
But this is the first one I'm seeing that lists that they're using like a rosewood veneer, tech decks, trucks, and wheels, custom made grip tape. What do you mean custom made grip tape? Get the fuck out of here. Handmade artwork on board. Figure comes packed in a Motu style blister. That's another thing that I don't think we've talked about. Like nobody's vacuum forming their own blisters anymore, right? Like that was something really silly that a bunch of us tried at the very beginning, and then nobody does try anymore, right? We all just everybody just buys blisters.
You know what, dude? I don't know the answer to that, but I would say that if anybody's making their own, I would bet heavily on Dark Rainbow. That's the only one that I can think of that might be making his own stuff. But you're right, dude. I think that's something that a lot of people have experimented with, and it doesn't look like it's the easiest thing to do. I think it can get fucked up really easily. Just but
oh shoot! So Slug is Noob Dojo now.
Slug is Noob Dojo now. Okay, I didn't know that. Man, they changed their name a lot. That's for sure.
Original Cash Brands is their piece they ended up making for it.
Dope.
Fun kit bash, man.
I like that, dude. I like all the fucking colors, dude. I did not see that piece. Or maybe I did and just don't remember. But, dude, I dig that. That's cool. What is that? Is that, dude, what is that? Is that resin? Is it a repaint? Is it wood? That's awesome.
So far, I'm going with a random bits. Yeah, I was going with like it's gotta be a kit bash of stuff.
Yeah, love the colors. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
little crown on top.
There was a dude making robots that looks like that could fit in that dude's portfolio. But dude, that is sick. When you start really looking at it, dude, look how it is all pieced together like that, man. Really is random bits of shit.
Came together well, man.
Yeah, very nice. And then the paint on top of that.
The UV sparkle paint really fucking is fun.
Yeah, you know what, dude? And I would say that I think that he has a little bit of a
ocular vibe.
Well, a little bit of an ocular vibe, but I've just seen the other pieces that they've done. That I'm thinking of the piece that they did for the Death and Strawberries Wildland Fire piece, the paint app. I don't want to say it was similar to that, but I think it did have some glow UV aspects to it, which was another really cool paint app. This one is legit too.
So, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about with the soy milk taps.
First time doing a mashup, yeah. That's sick, man. And I think that's even cooler is that it's made of so many different little random pieces, and you still come out with a dope looking robot. You know,
Agreed. Kind of reminds me of a shop vac here in the body.
shop vac body.
Attempts were made. You know, this piece is actually fucking fun as hell too, man. I like that they've got a full like tape deck setup going on.
Dope. Dig it. That is cool.
The beat bot.
Mostly made from clay. Nice. Hands and feet are from other figures. Props are a mix of toys, miniatures, resin casts, and clay sculpts. Dude, that's a dope looking figure right there with the Chuck Taylors on. Nice.
And the big old fucking headphones. Fucking cassette player.
Fucking Walkman, bro. We were talking about Walkmans the other Walkman, Discman.
Oh, dude, I don't know why like Discmans were such a weird time.
You gotta get that anti-skip, the shock.
Anti-skip MP3 CD playing one.
Didn't even work. This is cool though, man. I mean, what a nice little setup with the display. God, how many pieces are in there? A lot.
A lot. Yeah. Retro Zone Neon. Tough call, man. I think from my understanding, I think it was kind of going with this whole like graffiti funk tech. That's kind of where we ended up with a lot of the posts being a little bit more music geared.
Yeah, and I think you know, and I think it's a little bit of everything, right? I mean, like you have the spray paint cans, that would be more the graffiti. You have people that are making toys, which is more toys, and then it's like a combination of it all, man. Which I think is cool because it makes that landscape so much bigger, and you're not kind of pigeonholed into making one thing or one style of a thing. This one, it's, you know, all these pieces seem to fit under that title.
Put funk with music.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Massive mini horse, dude. This is sick.
These were really intriguing, man. Now, there's a bunch of like light ups happening here as well. But this sculpt with the ball inside is fucking whack, man. Originally, I was staring at it wondering if they had actually put like one of those like green Christmas balls or something in there. But then I realized it's actually lit up from inside. Like, what the fuck? Also, my dude, do you have Middle Earth on your hand?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't mean that in a mean way. Like, I'm just looking at it being like, damn, if that's fucking... That's metal as hell. What the fuck? It's got a battery pack that lights up the inside dome that is filled with slime for a cool green galactic glow. All the parts are completely locked in place with resin poured around them for a permanental seal, built as completely from scratch with random parts from a collection of bits and pieces. What the fuck? Interesting.
Yeah. God, dude, that's a lot of parts.
It came out fucking wild, man.
Sure did, dude. $70. Man, that's cool.
And then we've seen the Camobots. 181. So they ended up doing an illustration, actually.
Oh, nice.
Well, painting, sorry. Mixed media on archival watercolor paper. Down the rabbit hole, 11 by 17.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's cool. Sure. Shit, man. That's really good, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. This kind of stuff right here always blows me away, dude. It's just, you know, there's so many talented people out there doing so many different talented things. And this is just dope, dude. I mean, it's a picture, then you start looking at it and you see all the colors and exactly what's in there. Like, God damn, bro, that's just some people's minds, dude, just work on another level. I've always heard that left brain, right brain stuff, but when it comes down to it, you're just like, dude, people sometimes see things that other people just. I'm just like, I don't think some people's brains work like that. This dude's got some fucking talent, man. This shit is dope.
It's nice, man.
181. Give this one a follow.
I think most of us can relate to that down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, and this one is obviously with graffiti, but I think you could really interchange any of those items in there, and it's kind of like the toy scene, right? Like once you get started, like for me, it would be like you see a titty bean and then a fucking something like that.
Right.
Down the hole you go. Flello.
Right. Yeah, new one for me as well, man. I hadn't seen this one personally.
Yeah, Flello Toys actually have some work from him from a while back. I have a carded Willy Wonka piece that is really cool from a while back. But yeah, he is from England, I believe, across the pond. Future Cop. That's awesome.
I'll admit, this is my first time seeing the card back for this one, man. God damn.
Cool.
Really fucking drove it home with that.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it makes the figure sit really nice, dude.
Yeah, it does, dude. I always like that that prototype color scheme, if you will, right? Different color on the limbs and everything, but that's solid, dude. I like that right side, that orange and blue is really nice. Yeah.
Well done, dude. Flello Toys. And you're right, must be over in the UK.
Yeah, and $30 for that, man. That's solid. Brulio Toys, dude. I was looking at the lines on this, man. That's I don't even know if I could hold a paintbrush that would do that. You know what I mean? Oh, is there two of them?
Two different. It looks there's two different ones. Yeah, looks they've got an all green
right,
as well. Yeah. This mission is defunct. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I know? Brulio's an interesting one, man. Talented individual. Little young buck. I don't know. I shouldn't say little young buck. I shouldn't ageist in general, but fucking damn it. Just a talented dude, man.
Yeah, straight up, dude. The God, like I said, dude, the paintwork on there is crazy. I love that the white and the blue.
Little boom box in the chest.
Yeah, that's dope. But that green, I'm wondering if that glows or has UV, or it sure looks like it does, dude. But that's a that kind of slime green color. That looks dope.
Of course, has your eye captivated.
Yeah, nice.
Kajiki.
Yeah.
Fun piece, man. Mecha Microphone Master.
Yeah, dude. Nice. Mecha Microphone Master is ready to rock the robotic galactic graffiti funk tech world and represent the temple of hip hop with his sonic assault of fresh grooves for the breakers, but not the fakers, donning his blast master bionic armor and ones and twos scratch attack pack. He comes ready to rock the party with his ghetto blaster in tow. Fully 3D sculpted and printed. Man. You know what, dude? I haven't talked to him about 3D sculpting or anything like that. I didn't know that he was doing that. But that's dope.
I think this last year, it seems like they've kind of been introducing it a little bit more and more. And I think one of the other shows, their piece had been mostly as well. And it kind of makes sense when you're doing like a one-off for these pieces rather than spending the money on the silicone and then pouring it. I don't know, man. Making molds is fucking time-consuming and expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Dope looking piece though, man.
Crushed it.
Yeah.
Slow pour.
Slow pour, yes, sir.
Let's be real. Slow pour is another one. If anybody hasn't followed Slow Pour's page, man, there's not a thing that they have touched that doesn't end up turning out fucking fantastic, dude. They're
Agreed.
working on their own version of the prototype He-Man. The process on that just looks absolutely daunting, but unreal.
That's dope, man. And made a whole run, dude. We haven't seen a lot of things tonight in both shows where people made a run. This one, there's 5 of those. Check that out for wow, fun one to get back into after taking about a 6-month hiatus. Yeah, there was Slowpour had some really cool work when they first came around. Then went silent a little bit, but very cool to see that they came back and are making stuff again. And a run. Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be RX Ghetto Blaster.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, this one here is actually a full painting as well, man. I'm going to go back through all the pieces in a second, but I wanted to get to the full piece. I don't think we've seen anybody do something like this for a show before, but just fun as hell.
Yeah, what's the oh, it does. I was seeing what size it was. It doesn't say what size that is.
I'm assuming it's rather long, man.
Yeah.
And the panoramics for it still don't seem to cover the whole thing, unless there's multiples.
Oh, that could be 2. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I also didn't realize slide 1 was actually a video.
Oh, gotcha.
So now it's just going through showing. But fun as hell, man.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what they're doing there, but it does remind me of like when you've seen some of the dudes do like the spray paint with the different bowls and lids and stuff like that, and then they start layering the planets over top, and then it looks like they've gone over top and actually put on little detail ships and stuff like that in some of them, or splatter effects in some of them. But it came out fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
And like Tape Fiend was saying, they were stoked. It's multiple pieces, nice, and nice beats too.
I was looking. I was just saw the chat. Slowpour says, "I'm back, baby." Cool to see, man. Glad to see you back. Nick Nightmare Studios.
Gorgeous pour on this, man.
Oof.
This contrasting red with this fucking sparkly, pearlescent, purpley blue color shifting kind of fucking hollow style.
Yeah.
Rad as hell. Galaxy and Minions. Damn, that's nice. Yeah, sparkly as shit. That must have been such a bitch to try and photograph.
Oh my god, dude. One of my favorite pieces that I have is an ET from extraterrestrial from probably 4 or 5 years ago now, and the pour is similar to that. And dude, I still to this day have not been able to get a good picture of that.
Right.
Every picture that I take of it, it's just like, God, dude, this doesn't even do this thing justice. But I'm sure in person, that thing looks great in the picture right there. I'm sure in person, it's probably way sicker than that. The colors, dude, are great. Nice.
Yeah, that's a beautiful fun. Ooh, yeah. Sorry, that glow is nice. I love when the fucking glow is different than the pour color. I know it's so stupid, but the fact that this red glows purple is fucking neat.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yo, this was a fun as hell sculpt, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yo, Pope, I didn't even notice the little hello fucking stickers on there. I don't know how, but nice little touch, man.
That's dope. Pope Toys, man. Oh my god, look at that. Ryan Littner and myself were talking about him earlier, and just the work that they're putting out, so early on, dude. This is great.
Right.
and freehand painting too. Yeah, that's the other thing that we were talking about too. Is he's another guy that came from painting miniatures, and some of that like Warhammer type stuff. Um, and it's great, dude. You can see it. It obviously carries over extremely well, but he's super creative. He's got the double cast work down, computer paper. But yeah, dude, this was a good one to see the detail in there. Even like the paint with like the green, like see the green kind of garbage slime on there. Um, God, dude, really fucking good. Added a lot of detail with just the paint, dude. Like, look at the bristles in the broom. You could easily just painted that yellow. But the way he did that, it's fucking great.
Yeah, like you said, all the little bits of slimy green.
Yeah.
And
The
like
stickers on there, dude, hella detail.
that is one of like the candy ones, right? Like, am I crazy? That reminds me of one of the candy trash cans.
Oh, I remember those with the gum in them.
The ones I had would have been almost like little Simpson vitamin but candies.
Oh, gotcha. You know which ones I'm thinking of, dude? I'm thinking of the ones that looked like a carton of like juice, and it had like the little pieces of gum in them. And the pieces of gum were like probably no bigger than sand, but it was like these little pebbles of gum, and they looked like they were in like a grape or an orange, like old school milk container.
Yeah.
Not bag milk like you guys do up there, but like the old school. Bro, that gets me every time when people are like, yeah, the milk jug. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
And every household has the same one too. You could go across Canada with a picture of being like, did you have this? And they'd be like, I did. I do.
And I don't think it's crazy that you guys do that. I just think it's crazy that there's this other way of purchasing and storing and pouring milk. Something as simple as that. It's just like it's a completely different process, dude.
It's so weird though too, because like for instance, you can buy a bag of 3 bags of milk. So if you're in a household that goes through a lot of milk, instead of buying 1 bag of milk at a time, you buy a bag that has 3 bags in it. But then at the same time, you have to be careful because like the milk can get sweaty, and then the milk smells weird.
Oh, gotcha.
So like bag milks, I don't know, man. Pros and cons.
Head case gives a whole new meaning to milk bags. That is true. Attempts at also have cartons as well in Canada. Yeah, on the flip side of that, maybe there is some place in the U.S. that sells milk in bags. I have not seen it in California. Maybe it is a thing somewhere. But anyways, Manny Cartoon Studio. Manny Cartoon Studio, I believe. Oh man, I want to say Manny Cartoon Studio did an illustration or some artwork for ETC recently. I thought I saw that in one of ETC's posts, but Manny Cartoon Studio does some really cool artwork. 2D artwork and then some digital artwork, and then this is a Voltron at rest. Nice.
It's a fun paint up on this one, man. Fucking LRH, dude.
Oh my god, dude, I love this one.
Yeah, this was sharp. I know they've got a 3D video on their page as well, giving like a full. Fuck, dude. Again, another one of like the embellishments, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know when the homies started doing that more and more, incorporating cloth, wire, chains. Even the Krylon head on top, though, just fucking.
The bow tie, bro. I mean, damn. The bow tie, the suspenders. You're right. The wires coming out of the arm, the chain on the other arm. Really good, dude. Good paint on there, of course, too. How it kind of looks like it's kind of trashed up a little bit, Nice.
And I think we've just talked about this before as well, but they have it where art toys over $100, shipping is free with code ARTTOYS100, and then it doesn't matter how many pieces you're getting with them.
Nice. Tate Fiend says, "Yeah, I want to hear his story." Yeah, exactly, dude. That figure looks like it would have a would have a great story.
And it even just looks so fucking sharp on the backer, man.
Yeah, dude. Nice.
Just a good composition altogether. Sharp piece, man.
Good one. Yep.
Shotgun karaoke. Damn, a couple of the homies were doing 2 shows, man.
Yeah. And that's not the only thing he's doing right now, dude. He had, you know, he sent me some stuff. And there's other figure making. So he's a busy guy too, let alone these 2 shows. The last one in the ETC show was he did the Mega Man piece. Zero Tolerance took my arm. Oh, that's dope.
Now, with the reference for the Zero Tolerance took my arm, do you think this was potentially an opportunity to use a scraps piece?
Oh man, there you go.
Because if so, brilliant, man. Like, if you decided to basically chop the arm off of a cast where you maybe didn't get a perfect arm, smart.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I like that figure. And then obviously the easy way to kind of incorporate the graffiti. Yeah, exactly. The cap head there. But the C, is that a C3PO body or is that a, I don't think, no, that's not a C, that's a like fucking, what's his name? Like Zuckus or the other dude.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Forlom.
Forlom, there you go.
Yeah. I think it's a Forlom torso.
Yeah, dope. Nice looking though, dude. I like that blue on the limbs.
Blue and yellow is an underrated combo, especially with that teal, man. And a black wash goes a long fucking way.
That's great, dude. You know, in the Bay Area here, the old school Golden State Warriors, dude, the basketball team, they had that classic kind of blue and yellow, which you're right, dude. It's always a super cool combo.
Reminds me of the original X-Men.
Yeah, dude. There you go. Nice. I have a set from Carolina Cool Cat that's painted in that colorway, and that's the main thing that drew me to it was that yellow and blue. That's a great way to describe it. That classic fucking Wolverine, right? That's fucking not the brown and yellow, but the blue and yellow.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I remember, and I know we've talked about them before. I think even Doc Horror has actually been chimed in about they were being dope. Maybe it was fucking ordinary, but the old Biz was a Toy Biz that had the Marvel comic book styles that you'd open up, and they were basically supposed to be like their Polly Pockets.
Yeah.
I remember getting one for X-Men that for some reason I got it, all excited. You pop it open, and all the dudes inside had black costumes instead of their standard fucking teal and yellow. And I remember being like, what the fuck? Like, this is clearly Wolverine. Like, this is Wolverine's hair. He's got the Wolverine claws, but like, what the fuck's this black and silver jumpsuit?
Yeah, right.
Yo, so this is actually an artist that we pulled up before on our, I believe, under 1,000. Yeah, 550 followers. And they're very much like a fidget toy device. It's going to be high toys, man. And
Yeah.
I thought this was a sick piece. They often actually end up making combination in pieces with their offspring, it seems. But this piece is a fun little, it reminded me of almost kind of like the Fun Zone when we were kids from the color, that 90s slime. And I like how they actually utilize the layer lines. Like a lot of times when we're looking at this kind of stuff, we're commenting on like how the layer lines are sitting on a piece. I like that they actually just use them as ornamental for like the thumbs, the feet.
Yeah. You're right, dude. When you said like a fidget toy almost, you're right, dude. Still, that looks like an intricate little piece, man. That's sick.
I know we're running short on time, but I just want to show one of the videos of it only because like all the things interact. Like that's what's kind of cool to me is that like everything kind of like snaps and clicks into place. That's kind of what makes it so fidgety.
Yeah.
Is it there's like little buttons, there's little things that slide, there's little things that just turn, and yeah, Tate Fiend, they pop off.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Fun little piece, man.
Yeah.
My toys.
Nice.
Ooh, Dungeon Sweeper.
Those are
this
cool.
is fucking fun, man.
Yeah, the double cap for the eyes, dude. That's awesome. And the spray can body. That's cool.
Dude, I didn't even put together the fucking double cap on the eyes.
Yeah, that's dope. Nice. And the on the right arm there, that looks like some like airbrushing guns, right?
Paint gun, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Frig, dude, you're really piecing it together, homie. Go aiming radar on the spray can. But I didn't even put together this was like a spray can either.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope, man. They fucking God, that's a cool one.
What do we got here? These bots deployed by VSS Vandal Squad systems were designed to remove all individualism and culture graffiti from megalopolis with their tanks filled with government standard approved gray. You know what's kind of funny, man, is like there's this huge stretch actually down here in Toronto. It's Bloor Street, one of like the long streets where basically like everything's gonna connect off of it. And there's this huge stretch at one point that when I first moved down here, it was just scattered in probably what was like 10, 20 years worth of graffiti. And then one day, just gray. And what sucks is like typically if I'm walking down Bloor anywhere, you're gonna be walking like 30, 40, maybe an hour. And it used to be just nonstop color and graffiti and all these different, just gray. And it's like, fuck, man.
Well, and you know what's crazy, dude? Like I was looking at one of Killer Napkin's posts, and he does those. They're massive, dude. Just super, super sick murals, and that's what happens. Is at least in the city of St. Louis in Missouri, a lot of places tend to leave those up because they're so good. It's like there's no way that you paint over it. But sometimes, and I think this one he painted over himself. He wanted to do something new, so he painted over it. And you're watching him paint over, and you're just like, oh my god, that is criminal, dude. And then he put something just as dope, if not doper, right on top of it. So super cool,
Well, and I know that like especially for dudes who do graffiti, a lot of you guys have to get like in the mindset of like nothing's permanent. You're doing it because you're doing it. It's an act of expression. Get comfortable with it being gone. But for somebody who lives in the city, I like seeing fucking color when I'm walking around, man. This is a fun one. Gip Pop. Big thanks, Original Cash Brand, for getting me involved in this project. Live auction will be going on in an hour on this account. Please take the time to check out all the other great artists involved.
Nice. Lots of original sculpt in this one, it seems like, yeah?
I would imagine the whole thing.
No, I'm just in this show in general.
Oh, yeah. I feel like this show in general.
Like the whole thing.
I think Original Cash Brand, maybe it's because of who they reached out to participate in this show.
Yeah.
But I would say a lot of originality in general, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Which kind of plays in to this show.
That is a dope painting, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, that's super cool.
Like, I feel like a lot of people maybe came outside of their comfort zone. Like, if this is typically where this person works, but they were seeing potentially in the group chat that a lot of folks were making toys, so they took a stab at this. Fucking dope, man.
Yeah, really dope.
Your OnlyFans is popping off over there.
You know what, dude? It's my son's thing. It keeps on saying, click to add your iPhone 10. Nobody in my house has a fucking iPhone 10, dude. So I don't know why that keeps on popping up. I've never seen it before. OnlyFans, Jesus Christ.
Remakes plethora.
Lee, good one, dude.
3D sculpted, 3D kit bashed, printed, packaged, VHS case. Original Jack Kirby inspired digital art. Nice, the old Curbster. Fuck, man. Crazy to think how inspirational fucking Jack Kirby was. Beautiful piece, dude.
It really is.
The fucking hat's a nice touch.
It is, dude. And the $30 shipped. Lee does a lot of work with hip hop toys, and there's a new price point that they have out. And that's what it is, dude. $30 typically for a figure. It's a static figure, but it's it's dope for display. I mean, that's kind of what you're looking for. International shipping available.
Oh shit. Okay. So apparently they've got two pieces. Date Fiend. Yo, I'm stoked that the homies who did the show are watching the show so they can let us know where we're potentially fucking up. So here's the piece here. Unless I'm missing something else.
Yeah, $30 for the small guys. So there's
Oh, okay. Is one of them larger?
oh, one of them is huge. One of them is in the VHS case.
Okay, back here. No doubt.
Gotcha.
So here's the little guys in the cases. Here's the big boy in the front.
Gotcha.
We got their team. Fuck,
Nice.
deep fried vinyl.
Dude, yeah.
This is a dope ass fucking piece, man. Urethane resin, copper, PVC, 7 inches tall. Eventually, will be a soft vinyl toy with 5 points of articulation and accessories.
That is dope, dude. Urethane resin, copper, and PVC, 7 inches tall. Holy shit. That's dope.
Personally, I always like to set the precedence that anything over 6 inches is fucking huge. So,
Dude. That's a dope cape too. Fuck.
This will be an interesting vinyl toy.
Yeah. Man, nice. Nice looking.
Yeah, sharp sculpt. Deep fried vinyl.
Mm.
And then, of course, our boy James Arson here.
And there he is.
Oh. And I think they actually ended up doing a full piece with packaging as well.
Jet Tagwar. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
A little Krylon powered.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I wonder where some of these homies ended up getting the little Krylon cans. Like, I wouldn't mind going. I'm sure on Etsy or something like that, maybe they have.
Yeah, like stickers you can print out to put on them, or maybe even little ones that you can buy.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Maybe he actually just, maybe it's just white paper with fucking the dots. I didn't even think about that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think those are handmade Krylon cans.
Wow.
Fun.
Yeah.
Did I just double jump?
Zimitco.
Oh, for fuck dicks.
Hmm.
Assignment, man. I don't know how you find time to fucking participate in the shows on top of the Friday drops that you do on your own. Yo, did you see those double casted snails they cooked up for this week?
Yeah.
Stupidly cool. Oh, this is fucking neat. I don't know what happened here, but I fucking like it.
Yeah. Dude. That's a sick one right there. God dang, man.
What an incredibly talented individual.
Dude, that's a beauty.
It's almost like at this point too, every like piece in here is just showing off a different skill they have. Whether it be like they're able to do a full black cast, able to do a full marble cast, able to do some airbrushing. And actually, you know what? Zymico is one of those weird ones too, where sometimes I feel like an idiot because I'll watch one of their process videos and something that I would have maybe thought was completely poured will actually have been like a clear cast and they're airbrushing pieces of it. And they're actually like doing them in segments where, of course, like the complementary colors are meeting and making a new color in the middle, and it suddenly looks like it's this transitioning rainbow, and you're like, holy fuck. So I find it's hard to say with them what's a pour and what's airbrushed and what's painted and
right.
And all the fucking embellishments, man, all the little eyes and stuff they do on all of them. Now this was neat to me because it's going to be basically a handmade design. I thought it was kind of sick to see somebody kind of summarize for them what the theme of the show incorporated with. And to make like a little design of all their ideas, I guess, surrounding the show.
Mm.
Definitely not something that we've seen before in one of these. Very Lynn's the Rat Boy.
Yeah, right.
Cash Brand, I don't know where he ended up finding some of the artists for these, dude, but definitely like a good selection, a well curated group show.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Roko Mashu.
2 zines on that one. That was cool. Rokomashu.
One Barbie Army Corpse. And the other guy there was Takara Shekso. 2 Kit Bash robot toys. Takara is a bot chest-headed composite of toy parts featuring bootleg Godzilla arms, knockoff Sector's torso, Mexican space ape legs, robot animal toy feet, and of course Takara made in China robot chest head. Well, of course. The chest as a head is fucking smart move, man.
Yeah.
Interesting to have a second Jack Kirby inspired, man. What's this other one? Obac is made of Barbie, Monsters Inc., Dollar Store bots, Buzz Lightyear. Oh, fuck, there's bendy straw and parts I snagged at thrift.
I love those arms.
Yeah, they're fucking what's his name from Monsters Incorporated? Sully's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude. Now that I see it, yeah.
And using the body as a torso as a head, man. I think that was fucking smart. The space ape fucking feet here, the robot feet are jokes. Roko is a gem, man.
Yeah, straight up, dude. This was really cool too, man. Damn.
Jimmy Folky.
Dude, and I think what's really cool, dude, is he made a toy of a graffiti artist. You know what I mean? It's dope.
I don't know what you mean. Sorry.
Well, from what I know, Wildstyle was a
Graffiti artist?
graffiti artist. Yeah, and it looks like he
Okay.
made a toy of that. That's awesome. 3-inch resin cast static hand painted action figure.
Classic film Wild Style. Zorobot is an homage to the character Zorro, played by Lee Quinones. In the classic film Wild Style, film highlights graffiti and hip hop culture of the time with a cast of real artists and real musicians, the latter also providing an amazing soundtrack. Interesting.
Zorobot.
And yo, folk, did you do the art on this by hand? Or is that their art?
That's dope, though. Damn, 1982 on that movie. The film highlights graffiti and hip hop culture of the time with a cast of real artists and real musicians, the latter also providing an amazing soundtrack. Yeah, I bet. That's cool. Nice.
Mad Money Mobe. So again, almost like a comic strip-esque type styled piece with the graffiti bubble lettering. What we create can destroy us. The machine is learning. Future is not set. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves. Digital Reality 1.
That's dope too.
Tight line, man.
Does it say what that's made with?
I would imagine it's going to be like Prismacolor markers on some sort of like a heavy cardstock. LRH's piece here in a little round video. Aiken.
Oh, that was so sick. Damn it, I love that one, dude. I think that was the first one that I saw for the show. And I was like, holy shit, man. That's I love that.
See, comically enough, I think this was actually one of the last ones I ended up catching for the show and tossing in.
Oh, that's funny.
Folklore says that the cover art of the vinyl movie poster was what they ended up using for their backer piece there.
That's dope, dude. Damn.
Yeah, Tape Fiend, I'm with you. Those legs, man, they almost remind me of something we would have seen in like one of the Final Faction figures or something. This fucking mid torso section has me. And the paint app here.
Yeah. Yes.
What Motu dude is this? He normally has a big fisto?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. I knew something.
Yeah. Dope, man.
So this was actually one of the last ones I saw. This artist is interesting, man. It seems they actually use tape. This piece plays on several light factors, and each one creates its own separate view of the piece. Where is it here? Reflective tape, glow-in-the-dark tape, UV tape, resin, Poshka, metal frame.
Suki says that Ed 209 and that last one, the Ed 209 legs, possibly. Yeah, the Ed 209 from RoboCop. That looks like it could be it.
Now, when I was looking at this one earlier,
dude, UV tape, glow in the dark tape, reflective tape, resin, Posca. I'm not sure what that is. The metal frame.
Imagine sitting there having to fucking scalpel out.
I'm looking at how small those pieces are right now, and yeah, that's something I couldn't do, man.
Super an interesting form of art, dude.
Yeah, it's
markers.
Wow.
So Poshka, Poshka markers. There we go. Duh.
Oh, gotcha.
They're like paint markers. Yeah.
This guy makes dope murals. Yeah, I bet, dude. If they're anything, oh, that's sick.
Well, that's just it. Like between the glow in the dark, the UV, I bet the resin helps it all to sit unanimously. So like the layers actually sit nicely, almost like stained glass. Interesting artist though, man. I couldn't imagine trying to cut out all the different fucking shapes and having things stick to my hands and god damn it.
Oh yeah, I'd last. Yeah, not very long on that one for sure.
And I believe now the difficulty. There we go. I want to choose my words carefully. The difficulty with this show was there was about 3, maybe 4 artists for their own reasons actually had private accounts, so wasn't able to pull up their pieces. But
gonna get them. Yeah, if you have a private account and you're doing an art show, well,
I get it though.
People that can see it, but yeah, I get it, dude. Some people,
night attempts. Yeah, if anything, I kind of completely get it. I'm very big on, I personally block people very easily. And if anything, like I actually had somebody in real life ask me, like, why did you block me? And I was like, well, it's very easy for a lot of other people to make their accounts private. But I personally feel that I share a lot of things on my account that kind of make it difficult for me to make it private when I'm sharing other people's art. Yeah. And so instead of making my account private, there's a certain individuals that if I want privacy, it's easier for me to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of different ways you can do it. That would certainly be one of them. Tapey said on the hey, you guys, yeah, all good, dude. Don't worry about it, man. That's that was a great show all around, dude. I mean, especially for your first shot at a show. I mean, I think the advertising was good. Everybody knew what was up. The theme, I think, hit with a lot of people. I mean, everything looked like it belonged in that show. I think that says a lot when you can like take pieces. It looks like everybody threw the logo on there. The timing was good. It looks good. Solid lineup. Not too many people in it. It's just that was a good one, dude.
You could easily, in my opinion, and not saying that you should, but I'm just saying, based on your style for the future retro Ristico designs that they do, if you were to have this whole show, it would basically fit right into that same kind of style, man. Some illustrative work, some markered stuff, some graffiti stuff, bunch of toy stuff, some kit bashes, music related stuff. Just all kind of collaged in.
He says that Kajiki coached him a little bit. Yeah, that was smart, man. Kajiki, he's been involved with a lot, a number of shows now, with Cave Dweller, and then also with Lab Monkey, helping out and assisting on some of those. So yeah, that's a great resource if you're, and I don't think there's any book that says how exactly things have to be done, but I think people can, offer their opinion and say, hey man, look, when I was doing this show, this seemed to work best, when we did it like this. And that information, as well as, all the other information in the scene, is usually readily available, which is good. Yeah. And the Jazz, you're right, dude. Both shows were good, dude. The ENOS show, another one, again, congrats to Tim for throwing another great show. Those are always fun to do.
I feel like such a bonehead. I don't know how, looking at all the saved ones, then going through all the saved ones, asking the homies, didn't once think to myself, oh, that's weird. We haven't seen extra truck rest Jill's piece yet.
You know what, dude? Looking back at it, if I was going to miss any one, I would say that would probably be the one too. You know what I mean? You go through the list and you make sure everybody on the list is there, and you don't think about the guy who's throwing the show. But yeah, dude, glad we got that one in. Those were, his GTA 5 piece. Those were all, God, dude. Like I said, man, it just really shows the versatility of those pieces.
We had pieces going back right from recent games to fucking caveman games you were playing with right shortly after the wheel.
Exactly, dude. From whatever the latest thing is now, all the way back to the goddamn Atari 2600, man. How about that? That was cool. Yeah.
I only tease you about the age when you mention the Atari, because that's so fucking. Every other day of my life, I assume we're like the exact same age, and then you drop the Atari, and I'm just like, oh Jesus, fuck, what's happening here? I'm gonna pretend that you just had a time. Your parents just held on to their Atari. That's what happened. B's parents held on to their Atari, so it just so happened that when you grew up, there was an Atari in the household.
That's a great question, dude. I don't know where that Atari came from. I have no clue.
Fair.
Nintendo was definitely out at the time. I just didn't have one. That was not a thing until I was like a teenager or so. Atari 2600 Stick and Hood is a great game. Texas Instrument Computer, my first gaming console. Oh, Stick and Hoop is a great game. Oh man. Well, next week we got Feral Foundry on the show. That's going to be a really good one, dude. Feral Foundry, if you're not following him, definitely get up on his page.
So talented.
It's such a, yeah, dude. Some of his show pieces that he's done recently in the past year or two have just been extremely good, just phenomenal pieces, dude. And dude's definitely got a style. So that'll be a fun one. And then we got some more good shows coming up after that. Where, I mean, shoot, dude, we're booked out for the next month or so for sure. But got a lot of good stuff coming up for sure.
Yeah, admittedly, so Feral Foundry, I loved seeing they were actually they stayed up late enough to be a part of the Apocalyptico show that LM9 was showing. And I love, like, one of the things they actually ended up mentioning about their piece was every show they wanted to kind of push the boundary a little bit more. And so with this recent one, their whole idea was like, if it looked like it did something, then it should do it. So like it actually could move like a little car, it lit up. Yeah, I think that's really impressive, man. Underrated as shit. I'm currently creeping their page right now, $7.95, and it's like,
yeah, dude. I'll just drop one more name that I saw. Their account today was just stupidly low. I want to say it was under 300, which is tragic. Squatch Breath, dude. His 3.5 or 3.75 work. It's great. It's great, dude. Those splinters that we had, I'm actually very fucking bummed I missed out on one of those, dude. Those were exquisite, dude. I think Pope actually posted some of those pieces, but dude, weren't those great? Like that lineup with I think there was a purple turtle in there. But yeah, dude, Squatch Breath. I believe he's from Australia. If you're not following give him a look. Like I said, less than 300 viewers or 300 followers, and he's been around for long enough to have more than that. But just if you're into 3.75, really good, clean work, bam, there you go. That's a good one.
Dude, I don't know if you were watching Pope's live the other night, but the fucking lineup he's cooking up, dude. All the homies are always going, dude.
Somebody's gonna have a nice little Pope toys collection. I'll tell you that much.
And I think I saw Strafe recently, kind of creeping about.
Strafe, man. You know what, dude? I was thinking I got to reach out to him and get him on the show. We've had we dropped the ball both times, dude, on his appearances. One of them, I don't think. Gosh, dude, something happened with you, and you had to bail at the last minute, and we couldn't. We had to do it on live or something like that. I can't remember exactly what that was, but yeah, definitely got to have Strafe back on. He's a super, super talented artist, especially in the 3.75 game. Check him out if you haven't already. I'm sure most everybody has, but Strafe is good shit.
Probably one of the first individuals I saw casting out Brainiac.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Yeah, dude, he's God, dude, those zombie knots and the oh god, dude, I'm just looking at his case over there, dude. His stuff is so like you talk about intricate detail with paints and shit. It's fucking and the pores are all God, dude. When you get the pores in the light, you're just like, holy shit, man. Nice.
I love how there's times, and we both do it, but I could tell you just looked over at your Strafe 7 collection as you're talking about them, you know?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Talk about an artist, and all of a sudden you go to where they are on the wall, and you're like, oh, their marblings and the way that they like.
And that's it, dude. And that's one part that I like about from my vantage point where I sit is I can see, 60% of the collection, which is really good because there's a lot of different artists. But it's a good reminder of like, holy shit, you know what I mean?
If anything, sometimes I feel a little lame because I purposely have it that all my indie toys are actually here. So I'm always able to look at them, but the homies are always stuck seeing just all the commercial.
That's funny that you say that, dude. I didn't know you had anything in front of you at all. I just always assumed that it was all behind you.
No, all my indie toys, bookshelf on either side, and then wall pieces right above the monitors.
Nice.
But none of the homies see it really.
Yeah.
Anyways, not bad, man. 2 shows tonight, over 50 artists, 2.5 hours with us mumbling and throwing random shit in there in between.
Dude, I was going to say, we chatted for 15 minutes at the beginning and we've been going for about 10 minutes here. So, dude, we pretty much almost nailed this in 2 hours. Well done, Crumbs Blunt. Holy smokes, dude. Very nicely done, dude. Yeah, 2 shows in one night. That is something that has not been done before, at least by us. And probably won't happen again unless we have 2 shows following the same weekend again.
I'm sure when you went over to Hertz earlier to show him your toy, you were also like, fuck, man. I hope Crumbs doesn't do tabs tonight. I don't have 4 hours. He better not have them all tabbed out.
Right? You're so close to being so fucking dead on. So I go over there, we're chilling, right? And I'm like kind of watching the clock and shit, and we're hanging out, fucking having a good time, relaxing and shit. And I'm looking at the clock, I'm like, fuck, dude, I gotta go. And I go, hey, check out the border that ETC used for his post. I said, look how clean it looks on the layout. And he goes, so how do you do that when you're doing the show? And I said, man, all you can do is you gotta click on one, and then you just gotta scroll to the next one, scroll the next one. And I said, but keep in mind, this is on my phone now that I'm showing him, right? So on the PC, it's a little bit different. But I told him, and you know what, dude? I swear to God, I told him, I said, dude, it'll be a huge success if we can get done in 2.5 hours. And here we are, 2.5 hours on the fucking nose, bro. Look at that. Success.
Also, I feel like such a fool right now because, yeah, you know what? In future, so next week, next time we do this, if I just press the arrow over key, yeah, it does just go to the next one. Okay. We don't have to click shit. Just the side arrow, yeah.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Also, you know what? For some reason, we're being all silly talking about how great we did. Just saving pictures and posting them in time. Everybody who actually ended up participating in this, absolutely pat yourselves on the back. Holy shit. It's a lot of pressure sometimes to put this like deadline on yourselves on top of everything else going on. It can also be very frustrating as a financial endeavor that you've now just taken on, because let's face it, paint supplies do cost money. A lot of the Sculpey that went into a lot of those pieces, that's going to cost money. So like, shout out to all the dudes that ended up, all the human beings out there that ended up making some pieces, and beautiful work. Thanks for letting us fucking participate and seeing all the
Yeah,
work you guys
exactly.
fucking made.
I was gonna say, I mean, as crazy as it gets sometimes, dude, it really is easy to just look at cool shit and talk about cool shit. I mean, anybody can do that, especially when it's really cool shit. It's easy to sit there and just kind of talk about it. So yeah, dude, thank you everybody for letting us be a part of it, man. That was that's always fun. And again, congrats to Tim from ETC, and then original Cash Brand too, man. First show, and it was a banger, dude. Great job. And thank you for watching live or checking in on the replay. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, please. It helps everybody. It helps us, which means it helps you. And that's about it. Great show, dude. We will see you next week, man. Feral Foundry in the house. We will see you then. Peace.